I mean, yeah, I am.
Hello and welcome to Fellowship Gaming live stream this evening. Thank you for joining us, and please look at our other social media for additional content and our Patreon to support new content. If you are new, please subscribe and give us a like. Now sit back, grab a drink and or a snack, and enjoy the stream. Now for some legal fun. Fellowship Gaming uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Fellowship Gaming is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Okay, we have a cool new announcement. We have a store. We set up a store, and you can find that link on our Twitch and our YouTube. Go to our channels, and there'll be the links underneath merchandise. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a DM, and we'll be happy to help you with that.
I am working on adding additional stuff to the store.
Oh, thank you,
Casey. Kind of a painstaking process.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine.
I can only find a level 4 quick.
Oh, unless there's more in there.
I can't find anything above level. The only one I can find above level 4 is that.
Interesting. Well, I printed them all off and I brought them.
I believe you.
Well, they're level 8. They probably snuck off on their own missions at this point.
Well, they're probably signed stupid missions like the one I'm on right now. I'm in a CR 11 to CR 14, and there are almost they're fights back to back because that's what they are, and all but one of the fights are in a 10-minute period where you can't rest. If you rest, you lose the objective. The boss battle is CR 16. Okay, we're low tier. That's CR plus 4. The first battle where it's like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a hard battle, was CR 15. And I'm like, you don't understand how this works, do you? I'm not yelling at the GM. I'm yelling at the person who wrote it, because that's not how that works. You can't go like, oh, well, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to use some resources, but guess what? You can't get any of those back. Now go fight the hardest fight you're going to fight. Okay.
Yeah, they seem to like that.
There's a specific set of, like, 2 or 3 riders that like to do that. And there's like, literally at this point in time, we're all like, does everybody have ACP to get a body pulled? Yeah? Okay. Because it's a 4-player adjustment, and they only took out 2 enemies, and there were like 7 to start with. So it's like, okay, sure, and half of our party's down. Because we couldn't heal.
Yeah.
We couldn't rest for stamina. We have a Vanguard who's on the ground. Do you know how hard it is to get a Vanguard on the ground? Hard.
Oh, but don't you enjoy the tension? Oh, the excitement? Will you live or die?
I'm pretty sure they're
If
gonna
it's
die.
fair, I'm okay with the dice screwing me over. If it's not fair, it's just frustration.
Well, I know. It's just that when I hear people go, man, they just rest 10 minutes and they get going again. I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
That's fine. That uses a resource.
You're still using resources to rest that 10 minutes.
You're using time and a resolve point.
Yeah, you lose that resolve point. Resolve's important in this game.
Yeah.
Especially as you get higher levels.
Yeah. Well, that's my
I've
rant
got
for today.
10 resolve. It's going to go quick.
So you guys are going to meet in the Lore Spire
So who are we getting?
complex.
Do we get the...
We got Isef because that's the only level 8
And the
character.
Mystic?
Esif, the operative.
We need one more.
Yeah, you'll need one more.
That's the only level 8 in here.
Yeah, I've got the
Brian, can you
my
pull up
laptop.
another? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's fine. It's just that's all I see.
Let's see.
I grabbed all of them, so...
It's okay. We can all blame hunting.
Yep. I hate you, Roy. How dare you?
I thought it was Clint.
No, Clint's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I go barbecuing with him every weekend. Can't throw him under the bus. So we've got... You want to do the operative, maybe the Vanguard? I don't know.
Yeah.
My choice is always Vanguard because you generally... Combat is... So this is heavy combat. There's like 7 combats.
Mm-hmm.
And a starship combat because someone didn't remember that this is supposed to be under 4 hours.
We'll shoot down their ship in 2. That'll be fine.
So on that, while you guys look that up, I'm going to start reading because there's a lot of combat.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys meet in the Lore Spire Complex. There's First Seeker Ihu Hadif and Fitch. If you don't know what they look like, that's what they look like. Ihu Hadif and Fitch. Great, you're here on time, Fitch remarks. I hope you've packed well. You're heading out to the vast for a while. Ihu Hadif pulls up a holographic display of a single sun solar system, zooming in on a green and blue planet. Thank you for coming. I'm sure some of you know that one of my initial priorities as First Seeker was to investigate several Pact World-sponsored colonies that seemingly disappeared from everyone's records. Most of these colonies, of course, were connected to Historia Prime. Ihu shares a meaningful look with Fitch, then continues. Cordis 4 was not. The Pact World sent a colony ship to Cordis 4 approximately 90 years ago. The timeline is shaky, but within a few years of its founding, all records of the colony were erased. It's as though someone was trying to hide its existence. As far as we know, there's been no communication between the Cordis colony and the Pact World since. We have no idea what happened to these settlers or if any remain in the area. Travel to Cordis 4, determine the fate of the colony and its inhabitants, and locate any survivors. If the colony still exists, find out if they need any assistance from the Starfinder Society or from the Pact Worlds. We'll send you with food, medicine, and construction supplies to provide them. Fitch cuts in looking serious. You need to be on high alert for this mission. Things went bad the last time I led an expedition to a lost colony. Real bad. A lot of good people died. We have no reason to expect danger on Cordis 4, but we didn't before either. Watch out for each other. If anything feels off or you find yourself outnumbered, come back and report in. I've also got a few gifts to help you out. Fitch opens up a chest that's sitting next to her, and gives you 3 incendiary grenades Mark III, a D-Suit 3. Actually, hold on. You're 8,
We're all 8.
You're all 8s? Okay, good. D-Suit 3, and an advanced arc emitter. Do you have any questions at this time? Casey, do you want one?
I've got one.
No questions?
Oh, wait, no, that... Yep, okay. Let me double check.
And,
I can't think.
and you're playing...
I chose Quig.
You chose Quig, and we have Esef and then...
Mick.
Okay.
Mick. I was like, it's not Mike, it's Mick. It's Australian.
Yeah.
I'm going to move my mic so it's easier for me to utilize.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
They gave Quig.
This is the one that kicks her up.
Disarm
to level
and
10.
grapple.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
I went from level 8 to level 14.
So,
Okay, so yeah. Oh,
another D.
I have 92 rounds.
Okay. If there's no
I have
questions,
142 rounds.
go ahead and roll a culture or a diplomacy check. Has anybody played on this character scenario 2-074 for the first?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure I have not.
Well, you're playing a pre-gen, so it doesn't matter. And has anybody else played 322 The Vast Experiment Dancing at the Edge?
32
No.
for culture.
32 for
But
culture?
yes, here is my
No.
4 for the first.
Okay.
207.
Okay. And did any of you play the Archivist's Inquiry,
No.
which was the last meta plot, 511, on these characters?
No.
Okay. Because that was Zamir.
Hmm.
Zamir enchanting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was somebody else.
That was Dashko.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was Doshko and...
Bella.
Yeah, that was Bella. I couldn't remember if it was Bella or...
Okay. Well, with the 32 culture,
Letha.
you get everything. Just one of the... It asks who plays this. You get other weird information. So, Starfinder's Dispatch by Ihu Hadith
Brian?
uncovered
Sure.
records of the lost colonies while in the library world of Atheum. Following up on these colonies was part of Ihu's platform for his election to First Seeker. The library world of Atheum contains only very rare information. Everything there is the only copy in existence. For the records of these lost colonies to exist there, all traces elsewhere must have been erased. The lost colonies were connected to Historia Prime, a Starfinder who committed countless crimes in their quest for immortality and control of the Starfinder Society. Historia Prime used the colonies as a trap, which resulted in the death of numerous Starfinders. Historia Prime was destroyed by the Starfinders at the culmination of the Data Scourge. Okay. So, here's my question. What ship do you want to use?
What are our options? I don't even know at this
Then
point.
they
Always choose the gunboat.
then they build a new ship.
That
I've
ship
heard
is not yet
so
available.
much more about it.
There's the Gorgon, which is a piece of trash. The new ship that was designed and played through in Season 3 has yet to be announced, even though Season 6 starts in like 2 months. Yeah, that's the Vast Experiment is part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh dang it. So yeah.
Gunboat is my vote.
Probably it'd be a good idea.
The Drake.
Fred, will you run initiative?
I will run initiative since I am only running one character.
Thank you. And like
And see if I can do it
making
correctly.
sure I got all these dice, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not running regular soldiers, so all I have are D4s and D6s and a single D20.
I need 2d10.
But we'll take the ship named after Fred's character who died, the Drake.
Yeah, he did die, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, technically, you can't.
I actually don't have those. I just have the ship's sheet and everything else, so you'll have to look those up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, none of the 8s are here.
That's odd. I'm pretty sure I also have the ships there too, but we'll figure it. It's okay. I'm not
No
a
ships
I'm not a
in there.
5. I'm not a 5th Nova. I'm not a 4th Nova. I'm just a 2 Nova.
Okay, that'll be you two.
See, a 4 Nova is supposed to have all this junk already. I'm still allowed to make mistakes.
We have 4 characters.
I haven't brought Mick out.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
It takes you 20 days in the drift to get to this planet.
So, who are you two?
Oh, you know me, Mick.
I know you.
You probably ran with this stuff at least once or twice before. Probably died once or twice before too.
I don't
Is
think
it
he's
wrong to say that all of you ISFs look the same?
I'm a ESF 1264.
Yeah, that's what That's what I thought. At least you're real, right, Quig? Oh, this isn't good.
What's your character's name?
Mick. M-I-C-K.
M-I-C-K.
Yep.
What's your initiative?
9.
What's your... Who's the other character you're playing?
Quick.
Quig.
Q. What's his initiative?
His is a 4.
And who are you playing?
I'm playing Annie Ann.
Annie?
You can call her Annie. For initiative, yes.
Only for initiative.
Only for initiative.
Only. You will
She is
die,
a-
Iseth. You
Probably,
will die.
you probably will call her Annie too. What's her
Plus
name?
6 initiative.
6. Okay.
Go find me a ship.
Okay, choose your roles.
What's his piloting?
His piloting is probably the best.
Possible.
Plus 19.
I got a 20.
Yeah, but you have diplomacy, don't you? No?
No.
Does anyone have
I
diplomacy?
what I have is a little VI in a ruby sphere that talks nice for me or teaches me how
What's
to
the tier?
talk. It's a 3.
Oh,
So
so he
plus
gets a
6.
plus 6. So the operative should have the diplomacy.
Operatives don't have diplomacy as a class skill, so usually they
usually.
don't pick it. It's like the only skill they don't get as a class skill. They're like,
That's
operatives can do just about everything except for life science, mysticism.
I can intimidate.
Okay, well, that's your choice.
And
Choose who you want to
diplomacy.
be. You guys get into orbit around
I mean, I'm
Cordis,
very likely the gunner.
around
We could have
Cordis
2
4,
gunners.
and you can see that there looks like
Does
there's
he
a...
not want to be the engineer? Quig?
Quick can be the engineer, but we can have the operatives as gunners. It'll be great.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
a launch pad, and it launches 2 drones, and this turrets kind of start warming up, and it says, "No trespassing permitted on Cortis 4. Transmit access code or depart immediately. Trespassers will be treated as hostile."
Any chance I can try and hack that?
Not from this range.
Figured I'd ask. I don't really have computers anyway, but
I do.
Well, let's help them whether they want it or not. Starfinder's away.
So am I? Am I a gunner then?
For now.
Okay.
I mean, then what do you want me to do?
You have multiple guns.
I figured that, but
Well, one of the operatives can pilot. I can pilot, and then
yeah, you have the highest piloting.
the rest of you can shoot, and Quake can fix.
And if ships explodes, we have a really short night.
In Starfinder, they have to destroy your ship twice to explode it, so that's
Yep.
okay.
So drones pop out. Okay. And this is a launcher. These are tiny. This is a medium size. That's you guys.
Think we want to destroy the launcher first.
Still looking for the ships.
Okay. So, engineering phase.
Do I have... Is it? No, I shouldn't have done
So,
taking the tier 2 Drake out, right?
Taking the tier 8 Drake out.
Yes, definitely the tier 2.
I would suggest against it. That would really hurt you. Can I get my pencil, please?
Where'd you put it?
With the sign
With the sign-up sheet. Okay.
Let's see. For this one, just because I don't know anything, let's boost the weapons. Alright, weapons are boosted.
Okay.
Cool.
So the ones become 2s.
On damage.
Yep.
Okay. And they're going to do... Okay.
Silly question. What do I roll for the weapons? Is it just dex?
No, it's either your ranged attack, BAB plus dex mod, or your piloting skill ranks plus dex mod.
And since, piloting, it's max, so it should be 8.
Okay.
So it should be a...
So
8 plus dex.
8 plus dex.
Dex modifier. So you should have at least a 14.
I have 4 plus 8 is 12.
What's your dex mod?
Plus 4.
Seriously?
Dex is 19 plus 4.
Okay, that's...
Okay. They do
They
dumb
can't-
stuff.
They can't build.
It's more like they don't
I
intend
know,
to do that.
I'm just going off what the sheet
No,
says.
he's
no,
correct.
No,
We're
you're
not,
right.
we're not,
We're not
just,
questioning you. We're
It's not
questioning.
we're
you.
questioning the people who run it because they're like, oh, it shouldn't be optimized. No, if he's a crappy character, he's a crappy character. At level 8, that should at least be a 20. It's your main stat.
23, yeah. Okay, I don't know what they did. But among other things, they decided not to get augmented with personal upgrades, as far as I can tell. Who needs those at level 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why my dex is 22, not 18.
Yeah, the scenario I'm in, we're all level 12.
Mm-hmm.
It gives out a piece of equipment that's a Mark II personal augmentation. We're all like, we have that. Is it supposed to be a Mark III? And they're like, no, it's a Mark II. On forums, like, no, it's a Mark II. We know what we're doing. We're like, no, you don't. So, okay. Now it is helm phase. Who is the pilot?
Mick is.
Mick is.
Meh. It's been a while. 21.
Okay. 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 I should have brought my laser pointer.
Laser point. Open it with Foxit. So I can have 2 PDFs open at once.
Starship Combat might as well have a mic. Okay, this guy moves forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, like I'm
Your
saying,
turn.
I think
Actually, Casey, I miscounted. Can you move the launch pad 2 back? Yep.
so. It's slow.
It's a little slow.
Alright, so you just want to go for the head.
Yeah, I kind of do.
That works for me. I have a better plan. Alright. What we got? Speed of 8. Average maneuverability. Ouch.
Well, it's the Drake.
Average
It's
is still
amazing
good.
how it never gets better. We've upgraded your ship. What'd you do to it? Put bigger guns on it. Couldn't put a better engine in?
No, why would you put a better engine in a vehicle like that? Why? Why would you put something that needs... Why would you put an engine in a fighter jet? I don't know, maybe make it go faster? Okay.
Alright.
And
Upgrade
Are you doing a
the
stunt?
directional thrusters. You know, things that are
Well,
beneficial to the crew.
so we're going to evade. Good old evade. Because I can't remember all the pilot stuff right now.
Well, there's evade, slide, turn and burn.
back off,
Fly
barrel
by.
roll, fly by, flip and burn, slide, turn in place.
I really want barrel roll sometime, but it never.
It's okay. It's just meh.
It sounds so cool.
It sounds cool, but it doesn't really have a whole lot of
Mechanical benefits.
use.
Gunnery phase.
Alright, gunners. Your choice. We got in the front a 10d6 persistent particle beam and a coil gun. In the turret, we got a heavy anti-matter missile launcher, 10d10, and a light particle beam, 3d6.
Well, here's the best gunner. Probably.
So, you can both fire 2 guns at
-2.
2, I think.
What's your target lock?
The target lock is a 23,
Okay, one missile fires off.
or 25. We were
25?
debating.
Okay, one missile fires off from the left drone at you and just goes off.
Oh, they use a missile.
You said
Oh,
20.
what's range on this?
25.
Okay.
We're
As long as they're long, you're fine.
Yeah, I think they're all long.
Okay, I'll take the front. That's the coil and what?
Persistent particle beam and coil gun.
Okay.
Oh, what do I? What am, do I roll? I roll twice, right?
Yeah.
You roll twice, it's at -2.
And one's
And
Unless
you're
you only
adding
want to.
plus 12.
plus
you-
12, mine is plus 10.
Are you
Plus
both trying to shoot the same gun?
No,
Okay.
he's in the turret.
Oh, okay.
Turret.
There's a total of 4 guns.
Oh.
So, because we have 2 gunners, they can do the fire twice action instead of the broadside.
You have 4 weapons that are in the front-ish arc?
Two in
I
the
got
turret, two in
two
the
in-
front.
Oh,
2
okay.
in the front. 2
Good
in
for
the
you.
turret.
Good for you. I'm not against that. I'm just good for you.
Oh, and then we forgot computers, so plus 2 computers for both of you. So
I'll take
you're
it.
at 12 again.
And I'm at 14.
Plus 2 oh, yeah, just to any check, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I've got a particle gun and a rail gun.
I had a missile launcher and a particle gun.
what is your AC?
AC is 26.
Just a pair of coil guns, just you miss them.
Alright, the black's going to be the coil gun. This is going to be the particle cannon.
And tell me who you're targeting. All on the big guy. Okay.
All on the main gun. The carrier. Or drone launcher, whatever.
Purple is my.
Well,
missiles.
that kind of sucked.
I'm leaving.
So the high is a 22.
Yes.
Okay, the low is a 19.
Yes.
Night.
So hold on. We're resolving him first.
Okay.
Okay. What
Alright.
are my damages?
I hope you brought your DE6s. You need 10 D6s and 44.
Okay.
Any ones become 2s.
Go ahead and start rolling your attack. What'd you get?
19's my low.
Yeah,
You
they
said
both hit.
10?
Yeah.
D6
10 D6.
and 44?
And what do I?
Fred, you need 10 D10 and 3 D6.
Oh, that is absolutely
And
beautiful.
then any ones become a
And terrifying at the
All
same
ones
time.
become a 2 as well. So
Yeah, there's 1-1. Okay, 38 from whatever the 10d10 was,
Okay.
or 10d6.
persistent particle beam.
Hold on. So 38, you said.
38. That was a beautiful roll with the coil guns. One off of max.
Oh, no.
How much?
15.
Okay. Give me a moment on yours there. There's an explosion. And another explosion. Okay.
Is it smoking yet?
There's 2 explosions.
I'll take that as a yes. Since I know that each explosion is a quarter of its health. No?
20%.
20%.
20%.
Yeah.
Still significant.
It is still significant.
What was the other one?
3d6.
Which one's the 3d6?
It's a light particle beam.
One becomes 2s, right?
Yep.
You did half health in one shot, though. Which is pretty... Well, 2 shots.
81
Total?
total.
Good rolling, Fred.
10d10.
Shouldn't even bother to do the math. It explodes. Nastily. 85 is its total hit points.
I'm just going off what you
Casey's
said.
like, I got this. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, no more shields. And he's like, no, I got this. And like brings up a nuke and chucks it.
I fired a missile.
It's okay. Yeah, no, the missiles are nasty.
It's an
Will you remove it off the
anti-missile.
board for me, please? Okay.
You're just like horrified at what you done, and we're like, yeah!
Nice shooting, Issa. The big one's gone. Just got the little ones now. They're
Oh
not
my
going to be a
God.
problem.
How many computers are on that ship?
Okay. Next engineering phase.
Better regenerate those shields. No, I'm kidding. We're boosting weapons again.
And then helm phase. Make a piloting check.
Yeah. Rolling good. This is the 3rd one for this guy, so he's going in.
What's your total?
21.
Okay, you go first.
Fly by one of them. We'll use the front arc.
I have to know something.
Actually, fly by one. I'll hit it with the front arc. And then Isif can hit the other one with the turret.
Okay.
Because if we just destroyed the mothership, these are drones.
How many missiles do I have?
It'll say.
That's what he's looking up.
Well, it doesn't say, but I think you got 4 more. Usually they have 5 shots.
What is it?
The heavy antimatter missile.
Oh yeah, that's 5. You only get 5 shots with that. There's a reason I link twin maser cannons on our ship.
Besides saying twin masers,
Yeah.
which is always cool.
Twin linked maser cannons? Yeah. On a turret? Yeah. People look at me weird when I create ships for them. They're like, why just one gun? You only need one gun when it's like that. Then you can just put the rest in shields and speed. We're playing Dead Sons with Mike. Mike is in it right now. He's playing a blind block, and I'm like, do you want me to make this ship for you? They're like, yeah, if you really know how to do it. I'm like, oh yeah, here you go. This is a nasty.
That's right.
What are you looking for?
Oh, if it's the flyby attack, it's 10 plus their ship's tier and a half.
Plus, I think something else. But yeah, go ahead and just make your piloting check. Nothing bad can happen.
I mean, yes, bad things can happen, but
We can accidentally.
Flyby is 15 plus 1.5 tier,
okay.
which that may be different.
27. Alright. No, it works, because Mick has a better idea. Ramming speed.
Okay.
Who put the Vesk in the piloting chair?
Alright.
Does it have a ramming prow?
No, but that's why I was looking up as if I needed it. I'm like, no, I could just hit someone.
You can. You can.
Okay, so it deals 1d4. 3. Times half the starship speed, so that's 12.
3 times 12?
No, 3 times 4 is
3
12.
times 4 is 12.
Okay.
Plus 3d4. 23. So 23 damage. Mm.
There's an explosion.
How big is the ship?
They're tiny.
Okay. And then I push him back.
Okay. They just plink.
Alright. That was fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they're not happy with that. One. Oh.
I saw that.
Oh, that may not be good at that point. And you tier 8? Yeah, that fails. And that fails. They're just gonna that way. So move them 12 squares in a direct line. I'll do it. I'm an idiot. Don't ask me.
Okay.
This one goes. Pew! Pew! And they turn around because. Perfect.
Perfect cheaters.
Well, did they succeed?
Nope. During the gunnery phase, you will get free attacks against them.
Okay.
Okay, gunnery phase.
Alright, I'll shoot twice at the one that is already damaged.
Let's see. No,
That
that one is in our
But if they did a flyby, I get to use frontal.
right. And then okay, that's sorry. I just noticed we don't have any weapons on starboard, and I was like,
Yeah,
I thought we had weapons everywhere.
No.
no.
But we got one on port, so that'll work.
Your turret will help.
So you get the port one is a coil gun, so you can basically do the same thing as last time. Is get a free attack with the persistent particle beam, and then
Okay.
the coil gun is in the correct arc.
Okay, so again, black will be the persistent particle. Yellow will be the coil gun.
We'll see if it survives. Just hold.
Well, I was going to shoot at the other one anyway.
Yeah, shoot
Yeah,
at
go
the
ahead and
other
shoot
one.
at it.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
Blue is the missile launcher.
Okay.
Or purple's the blue. Purple is the
2 ones.
missile launcher.
I miss.
What's your total?
Doesn't matter. There are 2 ones.
I'm just curious. What's your total?
15.
What'd you get?
16 plus is it 10 or
12.
28 for
That
the missile.
hits
And then 15.
for.
The gun, the coil.
Okay, no. The
So
first
the-
one hits.
And so the 10d10 hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, that's 12.
If he gets average,
It's a 10,
yeah.
15. Oops. 19, 23.
Out of 10d10?
That's 5.
Okay.
23.
You're wondering. You're like, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23. And ones become 2s.
Yep.
23, 6, 10, 15, 21. 23 plus 21 is
44.
44 points of damage.
Okay. There's a lot of explosions. It's still up.
Nice.
Okay. They shoot 2 more missiles off that just can't seem to lock onto you. Engineering phase.
Alright. Weapons are boosted.
Okay. Pilot phase.
We're getting a little bit higher. 24.
They have a 20, so they go first. They're going to do the same thing. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, 1. What schizophrenic dice are you? Oh, okay. Yeah, they both miss. Okay. Now it's your turn.
So, Nick, rolling good on maneuver stuff. And our ship ends up here
Okay.
for the perfect ram again. So that's only 4 plus 10.
So that is not the one you rammed
Plus
last
14.
time.
Yeah,
Just-
that's fine. 14 damage.
It's destroyed.
Nice.
Okay. Gunnery phase.
Alright, it's all in the front, guys. So, kill it.
Let me take a shot with the particle cannon. Well, I'll take a shot with both.
Ooh. Use the laser net as a free attack. No one's used
You
it.
can't use that.
No.
Why?
It's more than 5. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, but it
Let-
failed the flyby, so it wouldn't rank.
That's
highest.
valid. That's valid.
It's only 2d6. You don't have to use it. It just felt lonely and sad.
Do you want to use it, Fred?
I'll use that on the missiles if you fail.
No, just
No,
use
just
that
use
as
that
a
as its
free
attack
action.
of opportunity against it.
14
No.
Okay.
by dice.
It's okay.
20 is the low.
Yeah, that hits.
I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to take a lot of damage. Six.
You could roll all ones.
Then it'd be 2s.
There was
Yeah.
still 2s.
Okay.
So
12
we can't roll
from the coil
one.
guns.
12 from the coil guns.
There is not a single one in there.
Are they all 2s?
Nope. Stop doing that. 35.
It explodes.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is this supposed to be a hard encounter?
No.
Oh.
I don't think it was meant to be hard.
There's a
But space battles tend to drag out.
They can.
space battles are either real easy or real hard. There's no in between.
Oh,
There really is no in between.
Well, it was a lot of fun now that we have ramming rules.
Yeah.
but do we have boarding rules?
Technically, yes.
Yes.
You need
but
special equipment to do it.
Oh, that's lame.
You either need boarding pods or boarding prow. You can ram into someone, rip open their ship, and then board their ship.
Oh.
But you have to build for it, and no Starfinder Society ship has that.
yeah.
Lame.
Okay, well, apparently they look down on damaging the ship, apparently. I don't know.
No, we just blow them up.
Well, I mean, that's why you want a boarding prow. You'll do a hell of a lot less damage by boarding and killing people than shooting the ship up.
And then you have another ship.
Exactly.
Well, actually, the one you want is the tether, so because you can board through shields with the tether. The other ones you have to get through the shields first.
So
Anyway.
a few moments later, the console blurps, and you're getting a ping from planetside. Cordis 4 to unknown ship. Identify yourselves. What are you doing here?
We heard each year.
Hi.
We were sent by the Starfinders. We're here to check up on you. You went dark.
Oh, our apologies. Please land here. We apologize for the automated defenses. They are obviously automated. You did not send a notification prior to entering orbit. We do apologize.
Sure. Alright. I'll land it in.
They send you coordinates to a small settlement that's near a forest. Go ahead and make a computers check to scan the place.
Do you want me to do it?
Well, you can do it if you want.
I only got 16 computers. Does somebody have higher?
No.
Quig might.
Quig might, but not here.
That'll be a 20. I rolled a 4.
25 for quick.
Are you adding any bonuses from the ship?
No, so that'd be 27.
Okay. Go ahead and make a culture or engineering check as well. So you're able to determine that the population has approximately 2,500 people there, and their surrounding forest has many animals and plant life, which suggests a healthy and diverse ecosystem. The scan also shows there's a mine at the north of the town, farmlands to the east, and that Cordis 4 has no infosphere or active broadcast signals.
Now, that's kind of weird.
24 culture.
Can anyone do the engineering?
Quick, 28 engineer.
I got a 24.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 engineering.
You all think it's pretty odd that a settlement of this size has an automated defense system.
No, what I find really odd is that it doesn't have any broadcast.
Nick was just
That's
like,
in addition to that. Why do you have an automated defense system?
You guys get off the ship. There is Mayor Aliorno and his executive secretary, the Zate. Oh, hello. Welcome to Welcome to Brayerton, Starfinders. Read that backwards. It's been a long time since we've had any contact with the Pact Worlds, and we're overjoyed to have you here. I'm Mayor Aliorno, and this is my aide, Zate. Behind him, a somber Kasatha inclines her head in greeting. Please, tell us more about your mission, and we'll tell you about our town.
We were sent to figure out why you guys went dark. To reestablish
also,
contact.
how in the world are we supposed to have a proper orbital code to give if no one gives us one?
Well,
That goes back to the whole, why did you go dark?
You guys went dark. We got no communication from you.
Why do you have no broadcasts?
Why would we need any? You saw how big we are.
Why do you have automated defenses?
Pirates.
You see, we like to defend ourselves. You never know out here. Because you guys went dark 90 years ago. We had to defend ourselves. Go ahead and give me some sense motive checks.
Nope. That's a 4 total.
I got a 3.
I doubt Quig has it, but let's check. Alright, so Quig is a 7. Mick doesn't have sense motive, but his Aslanti computer does, and says these inferior beings have a 20 sense motive against them.
Okay. Yeah, nothing seems out of the ordinary. Do you have any questions for them besides what you've already asked?
Can we look around? I'm really curious to check your planetary out-system communications array. Communications array, that's the word I'm thinking of.
We don't have one anymore.
What do you mean anymore?
Well, we had one when we first were founded 90 years ago, but after the Pack World stopped sending signals and they abandoned us, we dismantled it about 30 years ago. That's how we have the automated defenses.
Does our ship have interstellar communications?
Yeah.
It'll take 5d6 days. No, it'll take 1d6 days to get to Absalom and then 5d6 back to get a communication.
A message will work. Is what we're
That's what I'm
testing,
saying.
Right.
A message will work.
From your ship? Yeah.
We
mean-
might as well send a message saying, made contact. They're claiming we went dark. Dismantled communications array. Please send new equipment.
Well, you have construction equipment.
Okay, we have we can reconstruct.
Yeah, you have construction supplies, food, and medical.
Oh, okay.
You missed that, didn't you?
I guess I heard the food and medical.
Okay, you have construction supplies, food, and medical.
I think also wasn't quite sure the scope of the construction supplies. Like, oh, we need to fix this rusty door, versus building a communications tower.
You could. Well,
So-
let's think about it this way. How does the Pack World construct things? UPBs.
Well, I know.
Let's just assume they gave you 4 billion UPBs.
I'm just saying, even if Casey had her construction
Yeah.
supplies, it wasn't. The scope of it wasn't quite.
Wasn't
understandable.
quite under.
So we're
Stood.
like, okay.
And I still want to get a message off.
Okay, it'll take 2 days.
I don't care how many days.
No, I'm just saying it'll take 2
Quick.
days to get there.
Quake sends off a quick report to make sure it works. He's like, it's working here fine, boss.
It's fine. But it's this whole. Why do you want to?
It'll take 2 weeks to get back.
I don't care how long it takes to get there or get back.
It will if you're not on the planet by that point in time.
I'm sure we can intercept it
Look,
en route if we're
they'll
not.
hear our reply with our new communications array
Yeah.
we're going to build.
Okay.
It'll be great.
Okay.
Let's see if we can help them get a new communications array up.
Oh, you don't need to do that. You don't need to give any supplies. You don't need to do that. We've been self-sufficient for quite some time. We don't need you guys to do any of that. We're fine.
We would like to keep track of you, or have you keep so we can know what's going on around here.
We would like to keep in touch with a colony we sent out. Just in case something does come up.
Like a really bad blizzard
Or a plague.
or a plague.
Blizzard, no. Plague, yeah. Okay, that's understandable. Why don't you take the medical stuff down to the hospital? You can take the food to the general store, and you can take the tools and other materials to the construction site down the road. Anything else you can just bring to the town hall, the Founders Square. I'll see it gets sent to where it's most needed.
So I know, since you have a construction site, what were you building?
Roads? Houses?
Okay, I don't know. Secret government laser weapons?
Do you guys build those on your colonies?
You don't?
No.
Oh, you're not. I'm sorry, I forget you all aren't Vesk. Anyway.
Why does this not surprise me?
Ramming ships.
So they have a bunch of questions that you're expected to ask, but like you guys aren't going to ask that because you're already super suspicious. So like, is the town in danger? No. There's aggressive wildlife and seasonal storms, so they've adapted to it. As for off-planet threats, their automated defense system does the trick.
Not anymore.
Let's see. They don't really have a lot of contact with other planets because sometimes the smuggler will stop by to lay low, or sometimes they'll trade, but they're fairly self-sufficient. They do keep the landing pad in repair in case any of that happens. If you ask about the mine,
It's about to.
yeah, there's nothing special. It's a variety of metal ores we use for construction, fabrication, electronics. They mine just enough to use. There is a statue, apparently, that you're just supposed to know about.
That's
It's
not
not
mentioned anywhere.
Like, I'm like, wait, did I miss saying that? No. No, nothing. There's a statue. It's the founder of Berla Tanhu.
I'll just imagine they were like, have you seen our statue?
No.
Berla Tanu?
She was the founder. She led the expedition here from Pact World. She died fending off an animal attack about 20 years after its founding. Some vicious local creatures we call rock bears.
Rock bears.
Animal attacks used to be common. They're aggressive, especially the rock bears, but they've learned to steer clear of the settlement. But it's still dangerous for anyone who wants to go out in the wilderness to hunt. And in case you are aware of how time functions, no one's ever going to ask this question. Why is there a Kasatha here? And then in quotes, Brereton was founded and forgotten several years before the Adari's arrival in the Pact Worlds. Who's going to remember that?
That would have been a neat thing, maybe with a culture check.
Yeah, no, there's just no check for that.
But
It's just a question you're supposed to ask.
But no, I wouldn't have thought there was anything strange about Kasatha because nerd history is nerd history.
They suggest that their parents were wanderers. As soon as they could afford a drift engine, they left the Pack Worlds. They passed away quite some time ago, but not before making a home here. They were born here.
That's neat.
Do you have any other questions?
Let's see. How well versed are you guys on movie rights?
We don't have those.
Yeah. Good. Just, he pulls out a data pad. Just sign here saying that you will tell your story, and these are the credits you'll get.
And they'll take the data pad and then he'll hand it off to his associate and go let the legal team review that.
Damn it, they have one. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Mick Bloodfist.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
And the rest of you are?
I am Annie and Denai.
I'm Asif.
Quick.
Okay.
Quick.
Don't play him like a Skitterman.
I was going more Pokemon, but yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. You are free to look around for a bit if you'd like. You have my permission to explore any public place. But please do not enter any people's homes, any private property, or the wilderness outside of town. And then they're like, excuse us, we have to go take care of some business.
Sure.
And they head off. So here are some people you can interact with.
Random kid number 4.
No.
So
Yeah.
there is Jana, the sheriff. There is Redozoko. I read these things and I just forget. There's a Vesk. Then there's Zate, obviously. There's the mayor. There is Dunchel Munthus, who runs the general store. There is Elemi 2, who is the doctor. There is Nikela Fuvo, who is the priest of Avidar. There is Rila, who is currently working on the community center that they're building. There's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
There is Roger, who is Isoki. You want to talk to them?
Roger. That sounds like someone who wanted to be a rogue, but fancy. Let's see. Roger. Just because names stuck out.
Yeah, sure. How can I help you?
So, how long you been here?
I've been here about 20 years.
20. Any excitement around these parts?
Not since my daughter died.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yes.
What happened? If you don't mind me asking.
My daughter Ongi, she was killed by some rock bears during a hunting trip a couple years ago.
I heard about these rock bears.
They're dangerous.
That's what they keep telling us.
Well, you should listen.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
I was confused. I thought the mayor said that you guys had learned to deal with the rock bears.
We do. But
But
even
there's
still, it
still
is
encounters.
dangerous.
Right.
She went out hunting. We don't know what happened other than that she died.
You know
Did you
where?
recover the body?
No. And like
Okay.
he's like at this sad look on his face.
You know about where she would have gone hunting?
About how long ago was it, too?
2 years.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, he just is like
That direction.
that direction, northeast
Alright.
of the town.
Is that close to the mine?
No, we kind of leave the mine alone when we're hunting. No rock bears out there.
So you hunt rock bears and not other things?
They don't hunt rock bears. But rock bears probably hunt them while they're hunting other things.
Well, his daughter was hunting.
Why would
rock
you have?
bears.
Yeah, like generally you have predators where there's prey. There's no prey out there next to the
Oh.
mines.
That's what I was curious about.
So
Mhm.
I just don't know if they have something like squirrels. You might like squirrel soup and gone hunting for squirrels.
But the point is, she went hunting and got hunted by.
Mhm.
But if she was by the... Never mind.
Yeah, the mine's something I want to investigate at some point, but let's...
well, you're in luck. You can go to any of these sites to talk to these people. There are a bunch. So I'm going to read them off. And we're going to go from there. There is the Founders Square, the Sanctuary, the General Store, which is where you currently are at, the hospital, the construction site, the industrial sector, the landing pad, the town hall, farmlands, the forest, and the mine. There's a bunch of stuff, sorry.
Yeah. I got a few.
How about we go in order to make life easier for
Yeah,
everybody?
that'll work.
Okay, no worries. So we're just going to go in order and we'll go from there. So you go to the Founders Square. It's a small public park centered on a lacquered statue of Berla Tanhu. Go ahead and give me some perception checks. The statue is made from wood with many layers of lacquer to protect it from the elements. There is a small plaque underneath that says Burlatonhu, Brereton, founder and hero. The dates of birth and death are 192 AG to 255 AG.
Whoa.
And what was your perception?
21.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
26 and 30.
Okay. The 26 and 30, notice that the dates of death on the plaque was changed from 235 to 255 after the statue was made.
Huh. Someone not do math correct?
Okay, the next place is the sanctuary, which is a local church. You go in, the sanctuary is pristine with rows of wooden pews in the main worship space, facing a raised stage of a dozen different religious systems, symbols, and statues, and 2 smaller side rooms for gatherings. The priest Nikela Fuvo is here, and they're like, welcome, welcome. Do you need me to perform any religious services for you?
No.
Are you sure I could provide for any service, for a fee, of course?
Well, Mick might be in need of some confession.
No. I'm fine. I keep my taxes in order.
Go ahead and give me a culture or mysticism check.
Uh,
31.
and 32.
31 cultural.
No mysticism.
Okay. You recognize that one of the symbols is a holy symbol of Talavet. Talavet is the main deity for Kasathans,
Mm-hmm.
which is weird, since there's only one Kasathan here. It assumes you ask about the symbol,
Yeah.
and they say that it was here 10 years ago when I took over the church. However, if you would like to buy it off me, and we don't use it at all, I mean, I could sell it to you for 5 credits. I never get any followers here who want services, so I'm spending more on storage and upkeep than I can recover in fees. You'd be taking this off my hands.
My question is, we haven't heard from you in this colony in 90 years. How did you get here 10 years ago?
They
I
still
took
have
over the
kids.
church in 10 years.
Oh,
10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're doing colony the way true colonization is supposed to work. You have kids.
And they're a human, so.
What are kids? No, just kidding.
Yeah. That's apparently this weird thing for some science fiction writers. What do you mean you have kids to build a colony? Population has to come from somewhere.
So is someone going to buy it?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
All right. You take it off her hands and you take a look at it, and it says, there's an inscription on the bottom. It says, good luck with your new job, Power Row. And it is dated 292 AG. Because someone expects you to know these numbers.
Well, the gap was approximately 300 years ago. So 292 is...
AG stands for after gap.
Yeah, after gap.
After the gap.
So it's roughly about 10 years.
30 years ago. It's
30.
322.
Okay. I didn't know what current year was.
Yep.
Should you melt it down?
So, out of curiosity, why don't you get very many people needing service around here? Does nobody get sick or nothing?
What do you mean? No. It's just a service for Talavet themselves.
Well, no, the guy we were talking to was asking us for service if we needed anything.
Yeah, because he's an Abadar priest and wants you to pay for his services.
Well, I know, but I assume, like, if I go to a priest of Abadar for stuff, not just physical services, but also medicine and stuff like that. And nobody
Yeah.
needs that?
Spiritual services.
Yeah. They have a hospital, and this is the church.
Spiritual services. No one's asking for spiritual services from that God.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all it is.
You're reading into it way too much.
Oh, I thought the priest of Abadar didn't have anything to do.
No.
No. They have stuff to do.
Okay.
It's costing them more to keep that.
Okay.
That's entirely it.
Okay.
It's a business decision. They're like, I can offload this on you and put something else there.
And maybe sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You were way over complicating what he was saying.
That's okay, because I was some strangers and I thought he arrived here 10 years ago and not a
No.
kid that-
He's one of the colonists that grew up on the colony, like probably most of the people.
Yeah, I was some strangers and I was thinking he was like a smuggler that decided to settle here.
That could be true also.
That could also be true. The next place you go is the general store. Oh, can you look up what a sonic dampener is for me?
Mm-hmm.
You get to a general store. It's being managed by Dunshell Munthis. That's a name. The shop is filled with locally grown foodstuffs and homemade goods, clothing, tools, furniture, and a variety of knickknacks. There are a few electronics in a locked case behind the counter, which looks like they've been repaired a few times.
Bless you.
He is busy unloading the crates that you guys dropped off. Go ahead and give me a perception checks. Because he's like, hey, can I have you guys take these back? He's unloading a crate into the shelves, and he's like, can I have you take some of these crates to the back room?
Sure. 25.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
27 and 21.
Okay. Anybody over a 23 notices a handwritten ledger in the back room labeled supply drops with a series of dates listed. There are no details on the page what the drops include. And that's it.
I'd take a picture of it with my phone.
Okay.
If I have a phone.
If you have a personal comm, yes.
Sonic Dampener, by the way, is an armor upgrade. Gives 5 sonic resistance and reduces the armor check penalty by 1 when making stealth checks.
That's cool. Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and make an engineering check.
Anyone?
No, just him.
Okay.
Uh, 26.
Okay, you realize that the holy symbol itself is quite well made, but it does function as a sonic dampener. It could be installed into your armor. Or anyone's armor, technically.
Interesting.
Okay.
You know, I don't even know how many upgrade slots my armor has.
You guys, as you're done dropping off the supplies, Dunshell's like, oh my gosh, thank you. You're so helpful. Actually, we don't have much use for weapons around here, but this sure is a beautiful bit of carving done by my father. Perhaps you can use it. And he gives you a wooden club carved with decorations on the handle. It is essentially a medium sap.
Neat.
What about the rock bears?
What about them?
I don't think you want to hit him with a sap.
It
Oh,
makes
be
them
good store.
sticky.
I mean, just saying. A sap is better than your fists if that's all you've got, but
As you guys are going through, Roger comes through, sees you, and he's like, oh, hey, I've got several bags of grain, and is about to trade them for store credit. Go ahead and give me a culture check.
It's only a 20 this time.
27.
You didn't see a drop for today's date, because you magically know what that is,
Mm.
on the list of supply drops. Roger sees you kind of like, oh, I didn't realize you guys were here, and leaves.
Does he want help unloading the?
He's gone.
Oh. We're scary.
I think this is a pirate base.
I'm thinking so too.
I don't know.
Okay. Any questions you're gonna ask Dunshell or next spot?
I mean, so how much grain does he usually bring in?
He brings in a couple bags. He's one of the local farmers.
Yeah. Couple bags, all you need? No animals? No.
He brings what he can. I mean, other people do. He doesn't do animals. He does.
Well, no, but I would expect you to use the grain for animal feed.
We use it for many things. We make bread. We make cakes. You should try Susie's cakes. They are fantastic. She does this really weird, red wheat germ and mixes it up, and it comes out really nicely.
Okay, interesting. Sounds good. I'll have to try that.
You head over to the hospital. The hospital is small and outdated, but well maintained. There are a few citizens awaiting treatment for minor wounds. Let's see here. And you have to wait for 15 minutes. The nurse, after 15 minutes, guides you back in to the doctor. Elemy 2. Go ahead and give me a 21 perception check. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was like, what the crap? It came out of my mouth before I stop it. I have it circled. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to say that, right? No.
23.
26.
Okay. So Elemy is currently handling all the medicine donations that we were doing. 21, you realize that the hospital is well supplied. You also notice that all the medicine in their office is sorting glass vials with cork stoppers and handwritten labels. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
21.
I don't think I have medicine, so I will not.
Craig might.
No.
Does Mick have it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nerd skills.
Nerd skills. And he ends like, yeah, this is basic survival to patch someone up.
So she is really happy and is able to give you some local medicines, like some salves and some unguents. She's going to give you a tier 3 sedative and 2 Mark 3 serums of healing.
Oh, nice.
Somebody writing this down.
Apparently not.
So it was a Mark III sedative?
Tier 3 sedative and Mark 3 serums.
If no one else wants it, Mick has an empty slot, so Quick will just put the Talavet symbol in there.
Okay.
Next place is a town hall. The Sheriff Jana Rin is there. They're like, hey, how you doing? Heard you guys had we had visitors. Please behave.
Boo.
Okay. I mean,
Do you get a lot?
we're literally here to help you if you need anything. And reestablish contact with the Pack Worlds. Because we miss you.
Yeah, platonically.
Okay.
And our
Yeah,
ancient
we're a
danger.
little weirded out by you guys going dark on us. And then you guys telling us we went dark on you.
Yeah, we sent a ship one time, and it never returned. We assumed it was a mistake that you guys had all been destroyed.
Now comes the really weird question. Is this after Devastation Arc? Is this
Scenario? There's no actual time given for when Devastation Arc
occurs?
Well, it would be release date, so.
Was it released in season 4?
Let me go find.
Because this is a season 5. That's a good question. We'll answer that question.
Well, I mean that.
Well, yeah, we played Devastation Arc
Yeah.
before this canal, so obviously, yes. I'm an idiot in this regard.
It's like, well, there was this. A few things have happened. When did you send the ship?
87 years ago?
Yeah, Devastation Arc happened last year, basically, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably not related.
Probably not. Okay, so you sent a ship, and it never returned.
Yeah, it was a very valuable waste of resources.
Yeah, I can imagine. Ships are important.
The last ship, too.
And then you built more from the communications tower?
We didn't build any more ships. We built the automated defense system.
But those were ships.
No, they were drones.
Technically, they're ships. Unmanned, but they're
The
ships.
sheriff goes, I am not an egghead, not my camel.
Finally, someone else understands.
Oh, be quiet.
Anyway.
Just because you're trying to sucker him into a movie deal.
Hey. Not just him, all of them.
I know all of them.
Well, if you got no more questions, I'm just going to head back to my office.
Joe?
No questions that I can think of right now.
Do you get a lot of visitors?
No.
They said that smugglers would stop by and lay low.
For some reason, they think our planet's abandoned, so they like to hide here. We tell them to go away. That's why we have the automated system.
Had.
Yeah,
Had? What do you mean had?
It shot at us.
We returned fire.
It's no longer there.
Please, I'm going to go to my office.
We have sent a message to the Pact Worlds.
So, yeah.
Hopefully they don't send a reply and actually send ships.
So, yeah.
But they're silly and like, here's your reply. Why didn't you send ships?
The sheriff's like, okay. And shuts the door. You're still in the town hall, but
Yeah.
obviously they don't talk to you. There are 3 offices: the mayor's office, the sheriff's office, Zatay's office, which is the aide, and then there is the archives.
Let's check the archives.
Okay. The archives contain all the physical records, including birth, death, and marriage certificates, harvest and property records, and population count. The records are handwritten, stored in filing cabinets, and poorly sorted. Go ahead and give me a you can look for specific. Okay, this is stupid. There's a bunch of stuff here. There's no way for you to like search it. However, if you wanted to look at specific topics and knew what those topics were, you could try to search for that topic.
So let's come back to this because I have no idea what we're supposed to be searching for.
I mean, the first thing I would be searching for would be like information on what happened with the Going Dark.
You're not going to find that.
Okay.
So far,
This looks like one of Royo's colonies.
so I'm going to give you 5 options here because those are basically what's going on here. You've kind of figured this out. You can search about the town founder. You can search about the manifest of the original colony. You can find out more about the mine. You can find more about Ongi and Pauro.
Who's Ungi and Pyro?
Ongi is Roger's daughter.
Oh,
That died 2 years ago.
okay.
And Pauro is the name that's listed on the statuette.
Mhm.
I would just look up those two things, I think.
I'll start with Ongi.
Okay, go ahead and give me a culture check or a profession archivist or librarian. This takes an hour per topic, or 30 minutes if you're all working together.
I mean, as I can't
18.
even make the checks, I assume I can't work with them.
You can work with them.
Okay, I'm working with them.
Is that
Because I'm
18
like, I can't
cultural.
make that check.
18 what?
Cultural.
Okay.
32 culture.
32 culture. You're looking for what?
Ongi.
Ungi.
Okay. Ongi's death certificate has been found. You've been able to find it. It's dated 2 years ago. The attached report notes that though no body was found, she was presumed to be killed and eaten by rock bears during a hunting trip. Go ahead and make another check for whatever you want, but tell me what it is first.
Let's see.
Paru.
Power. Yeah. See if they know anything. That's not good.
22.
Okay, I only got 15. So 22's our best.
22.
Mm-hmm.
There's a single piece of paper under this name with a date from 30 years ago labeled arrived, and then another dated 10 years ago labeled reassigned.
Yes. Let's see.
The founder.
Let's start with the founder. 25.
You find a death certificate for Berla Tonhue with a date 20 years prior to what is listed on the statue's plaque. So
Which we
it's
kind of
what you
expected.
expected. You saw that.
Mm-hmm.
The cause of death is listed as gunshot wounds and not an animal attack, as it states that she did to protect the town.
Alright. Let's talk about the founding.
That's what?
Let's talk about the founding then.
Oh, okay.
Founding of the town.
25 again.
I got 16 plus. 32.
Okay. So what you have here is a manifest of the original colonists. Nearly all of them have passed away since it's been founded, but there are no Kasathas or Vesk listed as passengers on the original colony ship.
Again, these are things we kind of knew.
Go for the mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24.
33.
Okay. You are able to find that the mine is producing, but you have no idea what it's producing. It does not state what it's producing. And it looks like the amount mined is more than the town would need and would require extensive mines, extensive labor, and infrastructure to obtain. These records are also incomplete, but it looks like the mine was open a few years after the colony was founded and remains in operation today.
Anyone else getting the feeling that this is a slave colony?
Yeah, slave colony, and what's her name got too close to the mines, and so they took her.
I'm more thinking that that was the fatal fight that lost this colony.
I'm feeling Thorian from Mass Effect 1.
Ooh, good one. Anybody know what that is?
Trying to remember.
Basically a giant fungus that takes over the mind of all the people in the colony.
Oh.
It's a hive mind.
That'd be good.
That is a good callback. It's a good callback, buddy.
I like that. That's a good.
Okay, the next area is the construction site because the offices are locked. You can't get in because there's people in there. You can see people moving around.
Yeah.
Construction site. There is Rila, the female Karashalis Junta. They are excited to hear about all you've seen. And she is sad after hearing you speak, because we're just going to hand wave that. It's just tell us about your experiences as a Starfinder.
Oh yeah, I have some good ones. Because she went through Signal of Screams.
She's sad. She's unhappy. She's like, oh man, I'll never be able to leave the planet.
Why not?
We've
I
got
just
a
can't.
ship.
I just can't. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Give me a sense motive check.
Yeah, because we all have that.
well, we can all roll it.
17.
24 for the Aslanti computer.
Yeah!
19.
24 makes it! You notice that she's hiding something.
This inferior being is hiding something, Mick.
No, it's nothing like that. I have a family I have to consider, okay? I can't just leave them behind.
They can go too.
No, they want to stay here.
Oh, okay.
What does your family do?
Many things. A lot of us have family here. Like my brother's a farmer. My sister works in the hospital as a nurse. My cousin, he works in the mines.
Oh, yeah, the mine. What exactly do you mine?
Well, mine materials. You can see it over here. It's just fine. If you really want to go find out, you just go find out to the mine.
Sure. Nothing ever bad's happened. Let's go check out the mine.
Okay, next section, industrial sector. Go ahead and give me a culture, engineering, or physical science.
Yay, I have something to roll. Oh, nice. So that is a 33 engineering.
Nice.
That was as high as I can get.
Alright.
21 culture.
28 culture, 37 engineering.
20
Hate you
culture.
so much.
Mm-hmm.
So, except for you guys are looking around and there's a lot less factories than you would expect. Another thing that is missing is any refineries.
Stuff to turn the ore into stuff.
Yes, I know that.
Why don't they have stuff to turn ore to stuff?
Okay, you head back to the landing pad. Go ahead and give me an engineering check.
That's wrong.
All right, 26.
30.
31.
Okay, this is a landing pad, guys. It's in really good repair. And based on the scorch marks, it's frequent use.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's where the ore goes.
There is, on the north edge of the landing pad. I think my mic died.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how long I've been dead. Oh, I feel bad. No, it's back on, but I have no idea how long it's been off. That's gonna frustrate me. Because I'm talking and it's not gonna pick me up.
Yeah.
So the north edge of the landing pad is a forklift and a few empty wooden crates. The crates are dirty. You can go and sift through them, and you find a chunk of unrefined green ore encased in gray rock. Go ahead and give me a physical science check.
Bueller.
They have physical science. Quick does, doesn't he?
So I'm surprised. Looking through the P skills and no. Quick doesn't know physical science.
Okay.
I don't know it.
It looks like it's a raw emerald.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gems.
Do you pick it up?
Truly outrageous.
Oh my gosh, no. Do you pick it up at all? To look at it and stuff like that?
Sure.
Okay. You feel a little dizzy. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
+5.
I believe.
I don't. 19.
Yeah, you're sickened.
How does a robot get sickened? Okay.
He's not a robot.
Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Uh, 23.
Hey, Brian, did anybody say anything in the chat? Maybe it hasn't been off for so long.
Is there anybody in the chat?
Yeah, there's a few people in the chat.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
Really?
know.
Almost always. Tony's family watches.
Yeah.
34 perception.
34 perception, okay. You guys all notice that the crates have partial remnants of a small logo on the side. It's black and yellow, but you can't identify it otherwise. Okay, farmlands. East of the town lies sprawling farmlands, surrounded by wire fences. You can easily see that they're electric. That's about it. Go ahead and give me a perception check or a engineering check.
Okay. So 18 engineering.
20 engineering, 18 perception.
25 for engineering. 25
Okay.
engineering.
You both know that the electric fences are hardwired and don't have a visible power source or means of control.
So how are they turning them off and on?
Or
They-
power them.
No
Don't.
power.
You see Roger out in the farmlands, out in the fields if you want to talk to him.
He doesn't seem like a chatty fellow.
No, we did talk to him earlier.
Yeah, he left quick.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try talking to him again and see if he runs away?
We can try.
I think that might be funny.
You just want to chase him down.
So you go over to him.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Hello.
Shh, they're listening. Go away.
Oh. Is there any place they wouldn't be listening?
Not here. Go away. And he starts hoeing his field.
All right. Well. What's next on the list?
Forest.
Oh, good. Well, we're gonna head out into the forest, so I guess we'll talk to you a little later then, huh? Have a good day. And as we go into the forest, she pulls her rifle off and chambers around. Keeps it at low ready at this point.
As you guys are walking out to the forest, Vesk approaches, dragging a large mammal behind him. He's coming out of the forest.
Right.
Does it look predatory or prey?
Prey. Oh, hello. I didn't know we had visitors. My name is Redotsko.
Nice. Are you a hunter?
Oh, yes, yes.
What do you call that thing?
That thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Call it dead.
Well, what would you call it if it were alive?
A smearkmat.
They good eating?
You gotta prepare it right. You gotta cut off the hooves.
Well, that's almost any hood.
Well, then you gotta cut off the paws. And then you gotta cut off the tail. It's a little weird. But it's okay.
But you have to do it in that order?
Yeah, so the paws have claws,
Yeah.
and the tail has a poison sac in it. And so you got to get the hooves off because that just unleashes all the tension in the body. So you got to cut off the hooves first, then you got to cut off the paws, and then you got to remove the tail.
Interesting.
That's how my grandfather did it. That's how his grandfather did it. That's how his grandfather did it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Can I do a sense motive?
Yeah.
I believe him. I got a 10.
Got an 18.
I got 13.
Yeah, no, nothing seems weird. Go ahead and give me a culture check.
my plan was just to ask the Vesk when we got out of earshot.
33.
33?
31.
31? You know what? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. You get it too, but I'm going to give it to you specifically. That's weird. Specifically since when that happened, the Veskarium was still at war with the Pact Worlds.
Yeah. So, family of cowards. Anyway.
Do you say that?
Under my breath, yeah.
He's like, well, yeah, they were defectors. So they traded information to the Pact Worlds in exchange for passage on a colony ship to get here. It's all ancient history, though.
Oh, I see you're doing better than them.
Go ahead and give me a sense motive check.
19.
Yep, 19.
14.
He's lying. You have evidence that suggests otherwise.
Well, we have evidence that suggests he's lying.
Yeah.
There was no Vesk on the colony ship.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, well, I've got to get this animal back so we can start taking care of it. You guys have a good day.
Sure.
So you guys head out into the forest. Life science. And then go ahead and give me perception checks or survival checks.
Wow, you miserable little thing.
No,
All right,
I
that's a 16.
16 what?
We're going survival.
Okay.
What were the checks I can make?
So life science, then a perception or survival check.
I don't have life science, so I just do
So
perception.
perception or survival.
Perception.
No life science, so 29 perception, 25 survival.
26 perception.
Okay. So you guys are easily able to find a footpath and a game trail, but nothing of interest along that path. But you do know that there's you're just looking around and there's a very clearly well-used road that leads directly to the mine. Okay, which is where you go next. Yay! They're about 5 miles north of the town. There's a mine. It's pretty quiet. There's some armed guards and there's some mining robots. You can't really see anybody else. Looks like everybody else is underground. How are you approaching the mine?
That's a good question. Because I could take those guards out from a long way off.
Give me a profession minor check, an engineering check, or a physical science check.
20.
20. Engineering.
Engineering.
20 engineering.
That's 60 altogether.
I'm going to assume you guys are aiding.
Sure.
This makes
sure.
life easier. As you're looking there, this mine is massive compared to the size of the town and employs probably most of the citizenry from the town. Additionally, you do not see any refineries at the mine.
Like I said, you want me to take out the guards?
Reminder, you are sickened
Oh,
for
so
1 hour.
how long have we been walking around?
Traipsing
Not
around.
a long time.
5 miles is a long way.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
That's valid. I was like,
That's
5 miles.
a
That's 5
long
miles.
way.
But I mean, overland travel. What's your speed? 20 feet.
It
I'm-
takes me 40
I'm
minutes
teasing.
to run 6.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
Well, you see, ever since Quig developed that limp, he only goes 25 feet.
No, I can walk a mile and not a mile. I can walk
The average is about 3 miles an hour.
3 to 4, yeah.
3 to 4 miles an hour.
No, you're no longer sickened.
Okay.
That's a valid point. Thank you. And none of you have played 511 Archivist's Inquiry.
Nope.
Okay.
Like I said,
It was a different set. It was fine.
I mean,
want me to take out these guards?
I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm just not sure if we're actually.
Like, did they look bad?
So you guys are
Oh,
looking
my
around.
rifle has merciful on it.
You're looking around and you see that there is an area of interest that you might be able to reach unnoticed. A loading area near the forest edge where crates are loaded onto the trucks. You can try to get there stealthily if you'd like.
What's quick stealth?
Um,
That's my
13?
only question. 13?
I think we're a very stealthy party.
We
for
are a
once.
very stealthy party.
We could sneak, which makes Dashko angry. But
But again, I have a sniper rifle with merciful on it.
I think we're going to take a small break while we decide whether or not we're going to raid the mine or not. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, 8:56. See you then. Okay, welcome back. We do have to apologize for that. Apparently the batteries in my microphone were failing. We have replaced those. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can at least still hear me. I am a loud person. Okay, how are you guys getting to the base? Are you going to go kill everything or stealthy?
Like I said, mine's a merciful.
Well, we're gonna try stealthing
I
first.
think we're going to try stealthing, though.
Okay, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
well, we're good on this end.
Good here.
24.
Oh, I forgot Mix doesn't stealth. But that's okay. 24. So, our operatives are the loudest ones.
Yeah, they
Since
are.
Quick,
And then you said was good. What did you get?
34.
Okay.
33 for Quick.
Okay.
So,
Honestly, with that level of stealth, yeah, you're doing it. You get there. All of you.
Yeah, good luck noticing Annie Ann. Because not only does she have a stupidly high stealth, she has an amulet of camouflage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are nice.
What's your stealth? 34. Why? Roll twice, take the worse. Or roll for disadvantage to spot me.
Yeah, seriously, though. It's real nice.
It is.
It's just a bummer that it's one of your magical items, that it just takes up one of your magic items.
Yeah, like a soldier has a lot of magic items.
Who doesn't want a circlet of Mind Link? I'm teasing. Okay, you guys get there. There's crates there, and on the side is a stylized Y logo. You haven't seen it anywhere else, but it looks like that.
That does look remarkably familiar.
Yeah, it's in Archivist's Inquiry. But since you didn't play it, you wouldn't know.
I didn't play it on her.
Yeah.
The one I did play it on is not high enough to be doing this.
All of you find unrefined green ore in this rock. Anybody want to make a physical science check?
we would love to, if we could.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be great. I mean, I have a guess as to what it is, but it's a guess based on player knowledge, not character knowledge.
How long do you stay looking at these boxes?
Yeah, not
Not
long.
very. The
Okay.
stuff makes people sick. We're not hanging out with it.
It's uranium.
It's probably no qual.
Haven't played it that much, so I don't know the metal.
In Iron Gods, there is a golem made out of no qual.
But
Yeah.
uranium is also a possibility.
No qual is uranium. It's space uranium.
Yeah, pretty much. It's radioactive, but it also negates magic.
Fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember. No.
You guys head back to the town.
Well, it wasn't a golem. It was that one guard robot you found in Silver Mountain when your kineticist decided to phase through a wall, and there's no Qual Guardian robot right there. Going, huh.
It's mostly I don't remember Noquel being radioactive. I always think of Abyssium.
Abyssium is also radioactive.
Yeah, so that's all it was.
You're right. Abyssium is uranium. I'm thinking also stalactite, which is
Sickatite, yeah.
mercury. Okay.
And also fun to say. Sickatite.
You guys come back and let's see here. Zate approaches you. Hello, Starfinders. I hope you've enjoyed your visit so far. Everyone is excited to have you here. That we've decided to have a little celebration in your honor this evening. There will be food and decorations, and the chance for everyone to get to hear from you. It'll be hosted in the town square in 2 hours. We look forward to seeing you there.
I thought we were leaving.
How in the... did she notice us?
You came back to town.
Did we? I thought we were
You
in the
must have
mine.
missed that as I said you coming back to town.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that.
Well, you were talking about a golem.
Talking about stuff our characters don't know. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Distracted. Sorry.
But yeah, well, I didn't know we were leaving, so yeah.
Well, that you
Yeah.
you didn't want to stay next to the boxes, and that was the
Well-
only thing there.
I thought Fred meant leaving as in planet.
I thought
Oh.
we searched through everything, and we think it's a pirate base. I personally would go, okay, we need reinforcements.
What?
Reinforcements are a
Month out.
yeah.
That's fine. I don't think they're going anywhere.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
but we might want to.
So if you are you guys just going to the town hall meeting? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hey, sure, it'll be a blast.
I eat nothing.
Okay.
I don't need to eat anything.
You guys wait 2 hours, and the town has a lovely party for you. What's going on? Okay, not for me.
Probably not. It's just the way World of Warcraft has gone. With the newest meme I've seen is Arthas with Frostmourne saying Frostmourne hungers, and then the god awful miserable chef that burned everything in Legion showing up, and the Lich King going, "Never mind, Frostmourne had a big lunch.
So there is
We all wanted to roast that panda."
the town square is decorated with flowers and fabric banners, and the tables are piled high with food. There are several townspeople, and they're
back.
playing music. There's old folk tunes from various packed worlds, and there's a few dancing going around. And some of the citizens come over like, "Come, dance with us, dance with us." That's fine. As you guys are sitting down and eating food,
No.
go ahead and give me perception checks.
Mick will dance if offered. Dancing never killed anyone. Yeah, probably.
26.
For perception, fantastic.
20.
And then Mick,
22 and 21 for
and
quick.
what'd you get?
26.
You're dancing. You're
Yep.
dancing around, and you're having a fun time. And partners change. It's a do-si-do and all those other things. And there's suddenly a piece of paper in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at it and it says, "Be careful. The mongers are always watching."
Yeah.
You're not certain which of your partners it came from.
No, that's fine.
You realize that Zate is not at the table. They don't seem to be at the party at all.
Okay. Annie Ann is fading from view at this point.
The mayor comes up and is like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? You enjoying the food?"
Yeah. Delightful.
Yeah, well, you gotta come over here. Let's go have some of those pieces of food. That sounded wrong. That sounds way more suspicious than I wanted to make it. No.
No, please.
Eat
The
the
food.
food. So I paused. Don't read into it on my pause. That's my bad. Like my brain just stopped functioning. They're like, no, come eat this food. This is Susie's Pies. Have you heard of them?
I thought she did cakes.
She does pies too. She's a baker. She's a baker that runs a bakery.
Okay, sure.
It's a meat pie too.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, she also has some berry pies and some veggie pies, some other things.
Okay.
The
You
meat
still try to
pies are made
get
for
away?
visitors.
I mean, she takes a plate of pie
Okay.
and moves to the table.
Make a fortitude save. No, I'm kidding.
Just from holding the plate. No, everybody thinks we poison the food. No, contact poison on the plates.
No, I would do that. I would do that so hard. There's no poison in your cup. The cup is poison.
Would be a better way to do it.
Because especially if you're not going to drink, you're just going to hold it.
You're like chipping paint off. It's all that green ore again. Ah!
I mean, I'm assuming the townsfolk are eating the pies.
Oh yeah, everybody's eating.
Okay. I will have some of the pie.
It's a good pie. Which pie are you eating?
The meat pie.
Oh, the meat pie. It's a nice succulent red meat,
I'm guessing it's the thing I just saw dragged into town.
and
Tasty cassava, more likely.
it's really good. There's kind of a gravy inside. It's got a weird like sweet tang to it, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's a savory dish.
I'm pretending on eating, but not really eating.
But no, I mean, she'll try the pie and then she will try and disappear out into the shadows
I will try to
to
feed the
keep
monkey.
a eye on things, but
A
yeah,
few
she
moments
doesn't want to
later,
be noticed.
there is a shrill scream from the edge of town. Everybody goes silent. And a few Radoz, I'm gonna screw up his name. Redozoko, I messed up his name the first time. It starts like gathering people up and like, you guys, come with me. We gotta go figure out what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do.
I do.
You reach the edge of the town, and Sheriff Rin is running from the forest with several large scratches and torn clothing.
Okay. I drop prone and get ready to take a shot.
The sheriff,
My rifle is not merciful right now.
Redozoko, is like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Well, I was getting some of the good mead barrels to share when I heard something in the forest. I went to check it out. I thought someone had gotten drunk and wandered off, you know? It was rock bearers. I dropped the barrel and ran for my life." Redozoko looks concerned. "I don't mind admitting when I'm outmatched. If there's more than one of those rock bears, it's too much for me, Starfinders. You're all very well armed and obviously highly trained. Can you think you can take a few rock bears?" The mayor goes, "Oh yes, Starfinders, can you help us? Please save us. Will you be the heroes we need? Will you protect our town?"
Wow.
Do I see a rock bear yet?
No, they're not coming out of the things. Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Oh, thank you. Do I use my shirt on that? Because that's a terrible roll. That's a crap roll.
Up to you.
I know. I want to make it because I feel like it's important.
Then use your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll use my reroll.
It's gonna be a 1. I'm sorry, Casey. Roll.
Okay.
What's your total?
The total at this point is a 27.
Most of the wounds on the sheriff are superficial, but they should heal just fine.
Okay.
Trap.
Okay. You guys head to the forest. Go ahead and give me perception checks.
Almost.
All right. 18.
29 and 15.
16.
Okay. You guys are kind of... You go into the forest a little bit, a good ways. And there is a barrel on the ground.
Okay.
There are obvious claw marks on the trees. There's a mess of animal prints in the earth. The barrel has been gouged by large claws, and meat is leaking onto the ground. You notice blood splatter speckled on some leaves and tree trunks. It looks to belong to the sheriff. It's human. The sheriff is human.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that there's a few drops of oil in the mud and some grease smeared on a tree. There don't seem to be any obvious sources for those substances anywhere in the area. There are some tracks. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Uh, 22.
And 2 8, so 25.
25. Fred?
What?
Survival.
You wanna aid?
I don't have survival.
You can make it untrained.
Oh.
Or aid.
You can aid untrained.
Okay, I rolled a 15. I ate.
Okay. Okay. You can easily track these. Like, he can easily track those. It looks like there's also a medium-sized humanoid in among these tracks. And it kind of looks like it's obvious. Like it's an obvious set of tracks.
Trap.
More than likely.
Did you see us fight? Trap. From... Okay.
Yeah. That's what we're going with. Trap? Trap. Next move? Spring the trap.
Quick can send his drone out up to a range of 5 miles to see where this trap is. I got a camera too.
Where are my maps? There. Man, building a house just has me freaking crazy.
I swear, they just don't realize what we can do with tech in this game.
No.
Well, some people do have just walking drones. They like those.
I understand, but it's literally, they just can't get over the writing for fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And they forget that we have drones.
There are 3 birds here like this that you walk kind of in and it looks like you're kind of in their nest. Combat!
I mean, how far away could we have noticed this?
You can start with a surprise round. Because you're following the tracks, yeah?
Yeah, we're following the tracks.
Go ahead and put yourselves.
And I mean, I know we're trying to be somewhat stealthy, at least.
Yeah, that's what you get. Go ahead and give me stealth checks if you're trying to be stealthy.
Jesus.
He doesn't exist in this universe yet.
36.
33 and 24.
39.
Who's the low?
24.
24 for Mick.
They don't see you.
Nice.
We're bypassing this encounter.
It's like, oh, weird.
There's
bird
really like
things.
no reason. They're just really angry. The birds are like, ah, ah, ah.
Well, if I walked into their nest, I expect them to be married.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why would we walk into their nest?
Well, because we are cartoon characters, and we're just nose and eyes to the ground, walking in tracks, and we can immediately go into a nest.
Of course that's what would happen. It's not like I'm trained in survival and it would be like, okay, there's dangerous animals here.
I love this. It says, after the battle, you can go ahead and make a life science or survival check to notice that something has riled up the local wildlife.
Us? The thing
You're following
chasing?
the tracks, of course. Gosh, dang.
I think the local wildlife might be,
Angry.
yeah.
Can't imagine.
I'm sadly beginning to suspect that rock bears aren't real. They may be like the infamous Australian drop
Anyway,
bear.
let's continue.
You guys are continuing. Sorry, I was just reading the next thing. So you guys are
Right.
going through the area where you're now going through. It's kind of the trees that look like they're dying. Go ahead and give me a life science check.
Sure. We'll get right on that.
Somebody
Go ahead and give me perceptions too.
Oh, okay. 22.
23.
For
Perception.
Perception.
There's no life sign.
there's no life science.
There's no life science. in
I don't
this
know,
group.
man.
It's okay.
We have no sciences.
The mechanic is just built wrong. Level 8,
Okay.
they need to have at least a point in it.
15 and 27 perceptions.
Okay. 27's good. Can anybody give me a survival check?
Yeah.
I'll attempt to aid. I do not aid.
33.
I mean, mine's a 26.
Okay, you both recognize that the tracks are weird here. You notice in the air that there's like a kind of a diseased smell, like a rotting vegetation kind of thing going on. And the bears will like walk 2 steps, take a step to the left, walk 3 steps, take a step to the left, walk 3 more steps, take some more steps to the right.
We're following those tracks.
It looks really weird.
Yeah, we're following those tracks as exactly as we can. Bears don't do that.
It's even rare for uplifted bears to do that.
Go ahead and give me some more perception checks.
Okay, 25.
Let's see. 26 and 20.
32.
Good for you. You recognize the trap. The roots are completely rotted where you're walking. And so you think that if you step there, you're going to collapse the area and all the trees are going to fall in on you.
Oh.
It's an environmental hazard.
Oh.
Mhm.
Not like a set trap by the bears.
I'm more worried about the humanoid with the bears.
Go ahead and give me an engineering or an engineering check. Because you don't have life science.
Who do we want to aid? The mechanic?
36.
Okay,
You
I'm aiding
have
the
a 36?
I rolled an 8. Oh, sorry, 34.
Yeah, you're
18,
good.
18 plus 16.
You brace the trees. You figure out how to get through it. You're fine. You come across a cave.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Want me to scout?
Well, you don't get the chance to scout. There is a mound of boulders and gouged. Gosh, man, I can read English. I just can't speak it. Gouged trees mark the lair of the rock bears. And there are a few that are lounging near a toppled tree devouring a deer carcass.
Oh,
They
so
growl and
nice.
snort. Fun stuff.
Yes, because we're just walking openly.
The trees in this area are 40 feet tall and provide cover. So
It's like,
there's no clear line of sight.
want to bet?
I mean, you can park yourself on the tree. That'd be fun. The bears will climb up.
Yeah, I don't actually have athletics to climb the tree.
Jetpack?
Do you want to...
Don't have a jetpack.
Because you guys are actually going very well and doing things the way you are, do you want to... You can engage the enemies closer if you want, or farther away.
I mean, my whole thing is I am distance.
I'm okay with letting any end start this.
Say that last part.
I'm okay with letting any end start this.
Okay. You're going to get... What's your range? What's your max range? What's your max range without penalties?
250.
I'm going to say you're going to be able to do that.
I got an advanced sure and eye rifle too, but it doesn't give me any range.
I'll look at it.
Yeah.
Advanced Shear and Eye?
Yeah, advanced sure and
Maybe
eye
200.
rifle.
But it may also have a sniper.
Well, that's my sniper.
It's just
250.
analog
250
sniper.
is your sniper?
Yeah.
What's your
70.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. It's advanced shear and eye rifle. Where are the eyes?
Yeah, you asked max range. Well, that's sniper at
Yeah,
250.
that's fine. Sorry, I was thinking like because the one I've got is like 750.
Mine's a shorter range.
Okay.
Alright, you have an advanced 500 feet with aiming.
So you both can just sit there and start pecking at the things. So we're gonna do initiative.
Okay. All right. Okay. Not unhappy with that, but
You're gonna be a bit of a distance away.
oh, I'm trying to keep a distance away.
Yeah, you're gonna be 250 feet away.
20. Oh, I guess I'm doing it down.
Yeah, buddy, you're
I'm awake. I
No,
promise.
no. Fred won initiative.
Oh,
The rock bears have 24.
Oh, I need a.
I thought she had that on this one. I guess not yet.
What?
Long shot. She doesn't have it yet.
What?
If I crit, they're exhausted.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well, exhausted or fatigued? I'd have to look it
Probably
up again.
fatigued.
Probably fatigued.
But double fatigue, if you shoot it twice and crit twice, it is exhausted. Because fatigue stacks.
SF 20.
Quake is a 22.
Q 22. Annie?
16.
Okay, Mick.
17.
Okay. Rock bears are first.
Okay, well, they're eating.
Nom, nom, nom,
Start firing, and then we'll go.
Q.
Not
Just-
firing.
Quig.
Quig does not have anything that far away.
You're at 250 feet.
Yeah.
You can probably have, like, scout about 75 feet from you guys up in the air, about 20 feet. Because, like, you're being smart about this.
Yeah, we have him feeding us video.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do the aim action. What does that do?
It allows you
That
to use your
gives you
sniper.
the sniper.
Yeah.
That's an action. That's an action.
It's a
move.
It's a move action, yeah.
Move action. So
Now
then
you
I get-
have 500 feet of range with your rifle.
Okay.
I have a better plan. So about 20 feet in front, Quig is going to set some Frag 3 explosives.
In front of you?
So when the
Bears come.
Are you also putting the explosive devices that you were given at the beginning of the scenario?
No.
You were given 3 incendiary grenades Mark III.
Okay, yeah. We'll kind of chain them in a row. It has detonators.
So there's essentially just one walks. If one walks in the middle, you can get hit with all 6 grenades.
So he'll basically have a ready to action for when a bear hits one of the
20
grenades.
feet out.
Yeah, because they have a radius of 15 feet.
Okay. Okay.
They were Mark III for incendiary. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Get those numbers.
I rolled a 2.
Might
Oh.
still hit.
Might still hit.
And that would be a 12.
Even
How do you have a-
flat-footed. Yeah, well...
How do you have a plus 10?
I didn't make the character. It says plus 10.
I'm just curious. I'm going to pull up.
I'll take a
No,
look.
yeah, it's a plus 4.
Yeah, because they
And
don't
they're
have
three
a high BAB.
Yeah, they're 3/4. So yeah, no, that's accurate. No, that. Which one are you trying to hit? Left or right?
Right.
Okay, that misses and is now aware of you, unless you are trying to stealth.
Snipe. Yeah.
He doesn't have a action to stealth.
That's right. You aimed. Okay. It knows you're there. Okay, who's next?
Annie.
Does it make go before me?
Oh, Q. Then go me, Annie, and Mick.
Mick is after you.
Mick is after you.
I got a 16. I thought he got a 17.
I did, but it's okay.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No.
It's fine. We'll go with it.
It's
doesn't
them
have-
and you.
Yeah.
It's them and you. That's just that's good
Okay.
enough.
It won't matter until the bear's getting range.
It really won't.
All right, so taking my aim action
Mm-hmm.
and then firing.
Okay. Left or right?
Shot at the right.
Sure. I was gonna shoot right. We didn't discuss it ahead of time. We should have.
It's okay.
I've got to have some math wrong somewhere.
What's your math wrong?
I don't know.
You're a soldier, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're level 8?
Yes.
What's your dexterity?
Oh no, not that math.
Oh, what's your math wrong then?
I've got one rifle that's saying a plus 15 to damage. I've got another rifle. Oh, that's what that is. Deadly aim.
Okay.
That's a -2, isn't it?
Yeah, but can't deadly aim right this
No.
moment.
I'm just trying to figure out why I have these two different attacks.
It's understandable.
Well, he could deadly aim. It doesn't cost an action.
It doesn't.
That's right. It doesn't cost an action. I've been playing too much other stuff.
It's okay.
So, yes, I'm deadly aiming
You're the right
aim
one.
action
Okay.
on the right. Oh, Jesus.
Did you crit?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Awesome.
Do I have? I've got finesse, striker, focus fire, bullet barrage, sniper's aim, deadly aim, mobility. Okay, yep. So it's roll twice, right? And
Yeah.
double addition.
Yep.
Okay, well that kind of sucked. That really sucked. So, 44.
What kind of damage?
Piercing.
44. Okay. That's a good shot. Anybody else?
Mick.
No. The Mick is gonna say, yeah, I'm not actually convinced they did anything wrong yet. So he's gonna announce his intention to take him down non-lethally. And he's gonna use the cool wooden sap that we got earlier.
Okay.
So he's gonna have that ready.
Okay. Does it cost an action to switch to merciful?
Swift action.
Okay.
Okay. Bears?
Bears.
Bears. You will learn why they're called rock bears. They burrow and are no longer seen.
This is fun.
So you were 250 feet away, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Your turn. You can't see the bears.
Use up
Nope.
quick. Let's see. Are we around trees and stuff?
Yeah, there's a bunch of trees. You really only have... There's about a 10-foot avenue. You have a clear shot how far up. There's trees everywhere, and that gives you massive amounts of cover.
Okay, so he'll just fly up to... up on top of a branch or somewhere.
Okay, yeah, there's a branch about 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll go up there. Let's see. I'll send Scout out to see if he can see, like, a little burrowing at the top.
Yeah, okay. Give me perception checks.
Okay. 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
They're faint, but they're there.
Okay.
Because he's doing some, like a spectrograph where you can see in multiple colors, and there's a slight, ever so slightly, mound, and it's about 40 feet closer to you.
Alright. This is going to take him a while, guys.
Okay. They are going to burrow to you at 40 feet around. What are you going to do?
How big are the trees?
In what way?
Can I climb them?
Yes.
I would like to climb a tree.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
I'm not using that dice anymore.
Mick is okay being bait, so he'll stay on the ground.
Okay.
30 something or other.
Yeah.
18 plus 16, 34.
You make it up a tree. Same tree as Quig?
Different tree.
Different tree? Okay.
I would never mingle with
You make it up about 15 feet. There's no branches on this one.
Okay.
Which means you only have one hand free.
So you need to get higher and get to some branches.
Okay, well, we'll do that. Get higher next
Next round. Because you climb half your movement speed.
It is Annie.
Okay.
Right, your movement speed is 30, yeah?
It's like 50, probably. Oh no. Sorry, that's dark.
40.
40, so you're at 20 feet. There's 5 more feet to get to a branch on this tree.
Oh, I have jump jets.
That's 30. If you want to use that, you can get to the branch instead.
I'll do that.
Actually, no, jump jets is 20.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
No,
jump jets vertically is 20.
Oh, yeah. Vertically is 20, yeah.
So yeah, you're fine where you're at. It's
All right,
sixes.
I can't really climb a tree worth a damn, so.
Okay.
But she can stealth worth a damn.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
So that is a 29.
Okay.
And she is going to move 20 feet, half movement,
Okay.
to stay stealth.
Which direction? Because we're now nebulous.
Yeah, we're nebulous. So, I mean, she'll head east.
Okay.
And then she will... Yeah, that's her for now.
And, okay, do you guys do any other actions? Or you just wait? Are you ready in action to wait until it's visible?
I'm going to go up to a branch and then I'm going to stealth at the branch.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
That's 20. That's for. That's pistol.
Oh, she is gonna switch to merciful.
Okay, that's fine.
38.
Okay. Anybody else do anything?
No, Mick's just club in hand.
Okay.
Thumping.
If you're not doing anything other than readying, or are you continuing to move, or...
I'll probably move one more round.
Okay, not a concern.
60 feet away.
So, 6 rounds later, they pop up underneath, like, on both sides of Mick.
Okay.
Since we're now in non-nebulous, I'll put it on the board.
Because that's where he would be.
Can I get another large, please?
One large pizza coming up.
An Oni. And they just pop out of the dirt and just go. Go ahead and give
get
me
shot.
a perception check. Right? Perception?
Mick got 30. Quig is a 24.
29 for Annie Ann.
Okay.
22.
Okay. Everybody take their action that was held.
So,
Okay. So that will be a 28
To hit.
kinetic.
On the one you hit before.
Yep.
Okay, 28. That will hit.
.26 damage, piercing.
Non-lethal, yeah?
Non-lethal pistol.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that only matters if it drops.
24.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, while you guys are talking about that, did you see that they updated the errata that fusion seals now no longer take 24 hours? They take 10 minutes
I
Oh,
did not.
permanently. Yeah, no, they...
Wise decision.
Yeah, they're like, we realize this is a bad decision. We're like, yeah, everybody did.
21.
21 to hit?
21 damage.
To which one?
The one that's closest to me.
Okay. And what kind of damage?
Piercing, I do believe. Yeah, piercing, analog sniper.
Okay.
Alright, so it was kind of nebulous, but or I forgot how to say it, but I put Mick basically in Quig explosive minefield because Mick has evasion.
That is good to know.
So Mick is fine. They can give me a reflex save.
So this is the explosions?
Yep.
They have to make a reflex save for each one.
Yeah, and as far as I remember from the detonator rule, and I don't remember if the explosives rule is Starfinder Society stuff, but detonators can only be tied to one explosive
So it's only one explosion
at a time.
at a time.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So this is a frag grenade.
Okay, 15.
Okay, so that's fail. I only got a 12 piercing from that one.
And it hits both. Okay.
Yep.
So, okay, good. And then Mick.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just a little bopping, so might as well take advantage of it. Let's see. So, looking at weapons. That'll be a 18K.
That'll miss.
Okay.
Okay. So those are all the readied actions.
No, it's
Yep.
your turn.
So my question I have is, how is Quig gonna hook up the rest of the detonators? Because I mean, he's already used his only one detonator.
Right, he has more detonators.
Oh, okay.
So, he'll have more.
Okay, so he's just rapid fire detonating. Okay,
Mhm.
which is such a silly thing. You should be able to C4 them all in. Okay, they're gonna.
I mean, it's not like these guys know special forces tricks where they'll just duct tape smoke grenades together and set them all off at once. It's pretty cool to watch.
I mean, non-special forces do that too.
Yeah, I know. It's really cool. Smoke grenades have a burn through mechanic.
Just one question: could that have done sneak attack damage too?
Trick attack?
You
no,
have
not
to
for-
You have to trick
Yeah,
attack.
sneak attack damage doesn't exist. You have to actually do something.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I don't
and-
remember.
You can't ready a trick attack.
Yeah, because a trick
Yeah.
attack is a full round action.
Okay.
Does a 23 flat-footed K hit you?
No.
K. Okay, then, so it's one bite and then two more claws. 19 does not hit you, and that doesn't hit you. So the first one misses. Bite, claw, claw. Second one, bite. 25K flat?
Nope.
That also misses.
Close, though.
That also misses. So yeah, they they just kind of like, but they're coming from underground. They don't have a really good sight on you. Okay.
Mick's pretty nimble for a Vesk.
Having blind sense probably also helped.
Mick.
Mhm.
Who all got those? Give me your perception checks again. I assume you guys remembered.
I do.
What is yours?
29.
Anybody else remember?
22.
22.
I don't remember mine. Let me
Thought it was a
roll.
30 something.
27 and 25. Mick got the 27.
All of you look at the giant iron golem. And there's a glint of metal coming through where fur and muscle should be. Okay, it's your turn.
So, Quig is up.
Quick.
Alright, so, fun thing.
Oh, crap.
It's I can set
Can they
the...
bleed?
Do you bleed?
Did you have a bleed effect?
Yes, it does. 2d6.
Doesn't seem to work. They
Okay.
don't seem to be bleeding.
Alright, so fun fact, you can set the detonator to cost no action on your turn. So we're going to set off the other two. Those are also at 18 reflex saves. Let me see
Nope.
what Mick does. Yeah, Mick is fine. Alright, so it's 3, so 8. So 13 for the first.
13 what?
Fire to both of them, and then they'll have a burning effect. And 15 fire from the second.
So 13 and then 15?
Yeah. And then,
Hold on, doing math.
you're fine.
Okay.
And then, action to overcharge Scout. And then got provide tearing fire for Scout, which succeeds. And then I forgot.
Honestly, that's what you do. You just build your drone to have a massive cannon and you just go, harrying fire.
Alright, so Scout is a 27E.
That'll hit.
4, 10, 12 fire against that one.
12 fire?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, plus 4. 16 fire. Forgot specialization.
Does the robot get specialization?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It drops.
Nice.
Okay. Who's up next?
I am. I will do a
Just do your full round trick attack.
4-round trick attack against.
What's your total for your trick?
It is 10 plus 28.
Yes. That tricks.
I will use. I will.
Keep your rifle out because it's what you got.
Can you trick
Oh
attack?
no, you can't trick attack with that.
No, so I was. Free action is to drop.
No, it is not. Oh, it is a free action to draw. Are you
But you
moving
won't be
at all?
able to trick attack this round.
So you could, if you're moving, draw a weapon.
Oh yeah.
You can draw a weapon as part of your trick attack
Okay.
Yeah.
as you move.
You can fly down to the ground, for example.
Okay, I can do that with the jump jets and not take any damage.
Yeah, because you'll land within 5 feet, which is fine.
Okay. I'll do that. Why not?
Are you making it flat-footed?
Yeah, it'd be.
Yeah,
but-
he succeeds the trick attack.
Yeah. I didn't know if there were additional effects you could do that.
You
Do with
could.
that.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, no.
Everything else depends on hitting them. But the initial success is they're flat-footed for
Oh,
the
okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Total.
14.
Nope. Who's next?
Annie.
All right. Well, is there metal glinting on that one?
Nope.
All right. So I'll leave merciful on and take a shot with deadly aim.
Okay.
Probably not. That's a 16 total.
Nope.
Yeah, she'll scoot a little closer. She doesn't need to, but she's going to.
Okay, who's next?
Mick. So
Mick.
he'll do. He'll do his trick attack. It's a 30,
Yes.
and then we'll see if it hits, and I need to make more room to roll. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. One sec. Just gonna look at something.
What's your total?
Oh, it's a crit.
Oh, okay.
Assuming it can be crit, of course. But I forgot to click on the stat to see if it had anything. No, it's basic melee.
And is it archaic?
It is analog, not archaic.
It's weird that saps are not archaic, but
6,
clubs are. Sure, okay.
Well, I think since clubs are free, they're just literally club-like things where saps are more manufactured likely.
We had to kill a demon, and what we had was a holy fire pistol, but these demons are immune to fire. Holy will get through resistance, but not immunity. So we asked, well, since the holy fusion makes all damage from this weapon holy, right? Yes. Can I beat its skull in with the pistol? And he just goes, yeah, but it's like a club. And I'm like, that's fine. It's a 1d6 minus 5 plus 10. We ended up just beating the demon to death with the holy pistol.
Oh, why can I not think of the name of it's the Christian Bale movie where he's that specific kind of priest.
Yeah.
That they basically use guns in every way imaginable, including as clubs.
Are you talking about Equilibrium?
That's it.
Okay, tetragrammatons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gunther was originally a tetragrammaton.
Alright. Rolled kind of bad, so
Okay.
it's only 104 damage.
He crit.
What is the damage of the sap?
Oh, it's got a huge damage die. It's a d6, but then you add the 14d8 trick attack.
Yeah,
damage.
I know. I'm just like, what's the damage of the weapon?
The weapon added 5.
That's not bad. How did it add 5? It's got to be doubled.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and the 3.
Oh, you rolled a 2 and then a 3?
As I
Does it have a
said,
crit
I
effect?
rolled bad. It doesn't have one,
Okay.
but it is non-lethal.
It's non-lethal?
Yeah.
Okay. It's still standing.
I'm seriously wondering what just happened.
Yeah, like, it's honestly, it's that scene from the 5 Gangs of New York or whatever, where the guy pulls out the shillelagh and just clocks him across the head. The bear's like, what the freaking crap just happened? But it's still standing. Who's up next?
It's
Yeah, the bear's turn.
Okay. That was weird.
I'm big and scary. Crack! Maybe I'm not.
bad, bear. Bad. Think about what you've done.
Yeah, seriously though. It's gonna bite claw. Does a 28k hit you?
Yes.
Okay, 1. That does not hit you. That does not hit you. So the bite goes through for 18 points of piercing damage as it just rips into you. And that's its turn.
Q.
Alright, quick.
Quick is just like, more explosives, doopy doopy doop. Quick is not in the explosive range.
Quick. I think because I feel brave because Mick hit this creature so hard, we're gonna go with dumb. Quick's going into melee.
Okay, I thought you were about to like show me what Quick is gonna do because of how you texted it. You're like, yeah.
He will
I assume you
provoke.
skirt him. Yeah.
And then he is going to try and let's see. Large. Yes, it should work, assuming I roll.
If
Try and grapple.
did Mick not make it flat-footed?
Oh, it is flat-footed. That's here. It's always a default whenever I forget to do a specific thing.
That's fine.
So
Gonna-
flat-footed or flanking. This is all good. Yeah. I mean, when you give Quig improved grapple, it's hard to tell me not to.
I played with a grapple specialist Solarian. It was beautiful. Round one, they're top of the round, pinned. The only enemy, and I was like, you're going to keep that. You're just going to keep them grappled. They're not moving. We're ending the combat. Like, first time, like, no, there's just nothing coming back from this. Because it was the rest of their turn. They're all soldiers, so they're just going to sit and wail on it. So I was like, man, just nah.
Alright. I'm including the flanking bonus, but not the flat-footed.
Well,
It's a 35.
flanking makes them flat-footed.
No. Flanking gives up bonus +2 to hit. Because in Pathfinder it's Pathfinder 2nd edition where flanking makes them flat-footed.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
I'm sitting over here going, yeah, you're right. Okay. What's your total?
Yep.
So it's
35.
grapple.
Not including the -2 for being flat-footed.
Yep.
Effectively a 37.
It's pinned. It cannot move. It's flat-footed and takes grappling a lot of penalties. It can't move. Take two-handed actions. It gets -4 to AC, -4 to its attack rolls, -4 to reflex saves, and you can't make attacks of opportunity because you automatically pin if you've 13 KAC plus.
Quick's just like rocking there with his jetpack, and he's like, on the ground, bear.
Yeah, you full on chokehold. You're just like ha out of the tree and just like straight slam this bear down, and the bear's just like, what? Welcome to WrestleMania 4. It's the cage match.
I'm not quite sure what I can. Is there a penalty? Okay.
Nope.
Okay, it is
Go
not
for it.
prone though.
It's not prone, so you can come and trip it if you want. Just do it untrained, they'll be fine.
It's just KAC +8.
I think I'll just shoot it again.
With all the minus penalties it's
Yeah,
got
it's-
right now.
Yeah.
And I'll trick attack it because.
Okay.
For the extra damage. That's what we do.
For the honor. Gosh dang it. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Quig to just boop.
It's a 15.
15 total? Yeah, you hit.
It's under so many penalties. You don't know.
It is under so many penalties. It has a -4 to AC on top of everything else.
That's 8.
Don't forget your trick attack.
Yeah,
It's auto.
No,
Oh.
his trick attack
Oh,
damage.
yeah.
Sorry.
48. This says 48.
4d8. How did you have 7d8?
Yeah. For some reason, I think it's, I thought, trick attack jumped up faster than at 5. So, yeah.
Because not even Tyla at 20 had...
Yeah, so,
I think she had 78, but at 20...
yeah. So I was 3d8 too high.
No worries.
7, 15, 19, plus 8. 27.
What kind of damage?
Piercing.
Okay. Who's next?
Annie.
Yeah, you know what? It's -4 to shoot twice, isn't it?
Yeah.
But with all the penalties this thing has, I'll full round it.
You're a level.
I'm a level 8 soldier.
You should have onslaught by now.
Nope, that's later.
Because not even that, like, I think it's,
I have focus fire.
yeah, so.
What is that? I don't know. What its
same
benefits are.
target, I think it's you only do a -3 default attack.
I think that sounds right.
Do you have a bipod?
Nope. Not right now.
Yeah, I have a heavy bipod on my rifle, so I can just take a -2 straight off of those.
Yeah.
So yeah, focus fire on the same target is -3 instead of -4.
Okay, so
Yeah, onslaught does the
plus 10.
same thing. It drops it down.
Yeah. So these are at plus 10. So 18 is the low.
18 what?
K.
K hits.
Okay. $57 from 2 attacks.
Okay.
Piercing.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
No.
Okay.
14.
Who's next?
Mick. And then the bear.
Let's see.
Another crit?
I said not yet.
Oh.
But that is a. It's like a 17.
That'll hit.
17. Alright, so.
Got Quig holding down the fort.
24.
24 damage.
Yeah,
Okay. Bludgeoning.
not lethal.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and make a perception check.
25.
It's not doing anything to this.
I'm guessing it's the non-lethal part.
Yeah.
Okay. Bear? Bear's gonna rip your throat out.
I thought its only option this turn was to try and escape.
It has natural attacks, which you can use while you are grappled and pinned.
I thought pinned prevented them, but there's.
You can't move. That's all it is. You can't move. Like, move action kind of thing. Or take two-handed actions. You can still bite people.
Yeah. I can see that.
It tries to bite you, but it has a -4 penalty to that. So a 16E?
Nope.
16K, sorry, not E.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's up next.
Q.
Okay.
I mean, are you letting us know that our non-lethal doesn't seem to be working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quig can attempt to reinitialize the grapple.
What you gonna do? It's funny if it keeps working. But we'll let go as is. So only a 21.
21?
Yeah.
No, it is not grappled anymore.
Yeah, I rolled a 5. It was tempting.
It's okay.
Right. And then for his move, he was 2 in shock to remember to have Scout to attack us too. So Scout will just do his attack. So 24E
24E will hit.
for 7 fire.
7 fire. Okay.
It's my turn. I will trick attack.
Okay. It's okay to roll the damage along with the to hit.
Well, 20. Okay.
20k will hit.
Okay. 4, 7, 11. Plus 4 is 15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
What kind?
Piercing.
Okay.
I rolled really crappy.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
24.
There's some metal glinting.
It's a droid or whatever I'll call him.
Who's next?
Annie.
All right.
And then Mick. And then the bears.
Okay. So she's turning off the merciful. And that means she only gets one shot. That's only a 16.
Nope.
Mick, with his uncanny mobility, will dozy-do around.
Okay.
And then, in the meantime, he'll draw his pistol with the bayonet on it,
Nice.
and that is only a 14 flanking butt-load.
EK.
Okay, sorry.
Nope.
My brain's running out of juice.
It's okay.
Alright. So we miss. Bear's turn.
Bear. Bear turns around. Looks at Quig. And what's your KAC?
25.
No. Bite, claw, nothing.
Got nothing. Nothing bear.
Q's. Then me.
Quig's turn.
Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we can.
What's your total?
34 before.
Yep. It's pinned.
Roll the
You need
20.
You need a 33 without any bonuses and penalties. That's still really good. Okay. It's pinned. Go ahead there, Esef.
That is a 24.
To hit, yes.
Okay, that is 8, 5, 13, 21.
Damage?
Yeah.
What kind?
Piercing.
Okay.
And is Annie's. Then Mix.
All right. I will full round, 2 shots, deadly aim. Okay, 17 is the low.
Yes. Yes, oh my gosh, yes.
I have to ask.
It's, I think, 12E at this point.
49 piercing, two attacks.
Drops. By the way, this is what they look like. I forgot to show you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it drops.
Okay. That was.
You
She
guys
reloads.
can look around. Ooh, let's take a look here. Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on here. Go ahead and make a perception, medicine, or life science.
Sure, we'll go with medicine. So that is a 31 medicine.
Okay.
20 perception.
32 perception and 24 perception.
Okay. These are robots. Go ahead and give me an engineering check.
I'll assist.
32. 34.
Give me a perception or survival.
28 perception.
21 survival.
29.
Okay. There's a lot here, so I've got to tell you how I'm going to phrase it in the way. So it looks like these robots have to be controlled nearby. You easily look around and find Zate laying in the grass, covered in blood and dirt. But they're faking. You guys can kind of confront her at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna attach my bayonet and be like, "Do you want that to be real blood?"
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, you're fine now. Get up. Don't try to run. You'll die tired.
I will go retrieve my sniper rifle.
Okay.
Oh, Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
So you present the evidence.
Oh, yeah.
What evidences do you present to them?
Well, let's see. Metal bears. She could not have been on this ship. Her parents could not have been on this ship. The vest could not have been on this ship. What else do we have?
The dates were changed.
The
Dates were changed. The cause of death to the founder was changed.
You're right. You're right. I did all this. I made all the changes.
Oh yeah, their supply drops are really screwed up. The mine is operating at what appears to be peak capacity.
Yeah, I told him to do that.
But you didn't tell us.
Why would I tell you anything?
Well, because then I wouldn't shoot you.
That's not. You can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
He's going to stop us.
Go ahead
They'll
and
have
give me a sense motive.
Hey, 14.
16.
24 for the computer.
16.
I assume you're all aiding the computer.
Yeah.
Sure.
The computer knows that she's lying when she's saying it's her, she's taking all the blame.
Okay.
This inferior one is lying again. Thank you, computer.
Elevated heart rate determines that she's lying.
So I'm just gonna.
Okay. You know what? I don't particularly care why you're lying. But
So Mick is going to say, enough of this. Enough of the lies. That's what I do, and you aren't good at it. You will tell me what's going on. And you will explain it slowly.
Yeah, the
can
mayor.
I assist that?
Yeah, sure.
Are you intimidating?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to roll for this.
I will aid in the
I aid.
meeting.
What are you rolling for intimidation? What's your total?
So far, I'm at 40.
I don't think I need to roll because I think my intimidating is over. Intimidating is plus 14.
Okay. What are you trying to say? Say again what you're trying to do.
Basically, I want to know what is actually happening and not what Satay's story is.
She still claims that she's in charge. Well, rather, she's running the town underneath the mayor's nose because the mayor's a moron. And she's selling the ore.
I know you're not.
That's it. That's all she'll give you.
Yeah.
Do you head back to town?
There is a part of me that was when you were like, you can't shoot me, and I was like, do I take the infamy to shoot her butt? Nah.
Oh, I was going to shoot her in the leg.
It probably would have gotten you infamy.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was like, nah. If I'm getting infamy, it's gonna be worth it. All right. Let's take the long walk back.
She does say that she was trying to kill the mayor with the rock bears, but the sheriff got in the way, and you guys.
They're pretty impressive, I'll give you that.
So where did you get the rock bears?
The rock bears are native to this world.
Not robotic ones.
No, those are my riding robots.
You're riding?
Mining.
Mining.
I mumbled.
Oh.
That is my fault.
Mining robot. Well, yeah, effective.
Just out of curiosity, can actual rock bears dig like these did?
Yeah. Why do you think we call them rock bears?
They look like rocks.
You are a moron.
What is his intelligence?
I know he's smarter than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but none of us have lifestyles. No.
It's true.
We're like.
It's a valid question to say, do they dig? Yes. Why do you think we call them rock bears? That makes sense.
Okay.
Why do you call them? Oh, they look like rocks. No, that doesn't make sense.
At this
Even at normal
point-
intelligence.
At this point, you get back to town. You can tell everybody what happens. Go ahead and tell me what happened.
Alright. Well, Satay lured us out, tried to kill us, with mining robots disguised as bears. That's what happened.
Yeah, she also used them on the sheriff. And apparently she was trying to kill the mayor.
Everybody kind of gasps at this. Trying to kill the mayor? But you're the aide. And the sheriff steps in to arrest Zatay. You're going to jail for a long time, Zatay.
I mean, I'm probably going to tell the sheriff she's lying about something, but we don't know what.
Well, if she's going to try to kill the mayor, she's a low-down criminal.
Well, that's beside the point.
Where did she get
Sense
all the
mode of
mining?
the mayor?
Where did she get all the mining robots?
From the mine.
Yeah, but where do they come? I mean,
Who supplies them to here?
To here, they probably came on the first colony ship.
Okay.
It's a likely story.
You keep destroying everything that came from the first colony.
You're not gonna have much left.
You guys do anything as the sheriff tries to go and arrest her? Put her in jail? Okay.
No, I don't.
It happened on their colony world, so
Well, I'm just like, I know something is bad, but I don't know what it is.
and my
Yeah,
guess.
someone else is definitely bad, but we have no way to figure it out.
Okay.
It's the sheriff, but we can't prove it.
Are you going to accuse the sheriff?
No, because I don't have any proof.
The only proof we have is that her wounds were all superficial.
Were your wounds superficial when you fought the bears?
No.
What wound?
Yeah, that's the problem. What wounds?
They took down a deer.
Like a tiny deer?
Like a full-grown deer. Like a whitetail.
Yeah. So, yeah, the sheriff's got to be in on it.
I imagine a lot of people are.
Yeah, I imagine a lot are in on it. We just don't know who.
I'm going to tell you now, you are free to accuse anybody you want of being part of this jankiness.
Anyway, I think the mayor and the
Do you say this?
sheriff is on it. I say, sheriff, for being attacked by those bears, you sure didn't get hurt much.
And the mayor just goes, "You're right. Deputies, arrest the sheriff!" And so the sheriff is now being arrested in addition to Zate.
And I go, and, some strange reason, a lot of people just don't add up. It's like, and I go, mention that the vest couldn't be actually come back on the colony ship, and I say I can't remember the other one that wasn't.
The Lashun,
The Lashun-
Kasata.
Kasatha couldn't be native here. And then I go like,
We know the Kasatha wasn't. She's already being arrested, as far as I know.
It's fine. We were here before. It's okay. Just it's my fault. I'm the one that did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're lying through your teeth. But
And the
you
mayor
won't give
goes,
up your...
You guys are really good at finding out this corruption. I am so happy.
why do I feel like you're on the top of the corruption? But I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. So can we go ahead and build that radio things?
Let's build a comms tower. Get you guys back in the loop.
No.
Yeah.
We can take care of ourselves. We're fine.
No.
I mean, you're not. We basically fought and destroyed lots of things that come with your first colony ship, so you need resupplies.
No, we have the supplies you delivered. You're fine.
Yeah, the supplies to make a nice, shiny.
Comm tower.
Yeah, no. And then they basically shove you on your ship and tell you to leave.
No. We're not leaving.
You're leaving. There's no way for you to not leave. There's a
Okay.
box of cookies on your table, though. Roger tells you as you get on your ship, I left a box of cookies there for you. An old Acatonian recipe. Enjoy. You eat the cookies at the bottom of says... Crap, I lost it.
I don't even think we eat the cookies. I think we dump the box out.
There's a message at the bottom of the box that says, Ongi made it out. Find her.
Like, Roger's the only one I trust in the town. So
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same handwriting on the message that Mick got.
the mongoose.
Unger made it out. That's the daughter that's supposed to be dead.
Ongi died 2 years ago. You have a death certificate.
She made it out. Find her.
I'll search the ship.
Not on the ship.
She's not going to be on the ship. How about the cave the bears were at? We never did search that. Or the jail.
You do not have the ability to at this point. The town is kicking you out.
Yeah,
We
can
can go
land
land at
elsewhere.
we can go land at the cave and search the cave.
It takes 4 days to get back to Absalom Station. There is nothing more I can help you with that.
We have
Yeah.
anti-matter missile launcher.
Yeah.
That says we can stay.
No,
Nuke
like,
him from orbit. It's
that's,
the only
like
way.
really like how do they force you to leave? They force you to leave. Oh, okay. Actually, there's a little blurb here. It's possible the police characters will realize the entire town is part of a vast conspiracy and want to arrest or punish the entire settlement. If they try to do anything, that gives them infamy points.
Yeah, we're not.
Where
We're
you
not
guys were
nuking
going,
them from
you're like,
orbit.
nah, everybody's in charge. You're like, sure, whatever. They're not, but you're like, yeah. You head back to Absalom Station. Fitch, she's like, I sent a message 2 days ago.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send some crews.
They immediately want to be debriefed. Tell me what happened.
Oh yeah, Annie Ann is going through everything. She's like, I don't know what they're doing with the ore. We didn't even take a sample.
You did take a sample, most
Oh.
likely.
Yeah. We got a sample.
That's something green.
Something green made Isef sick. Pretty impressive.
Fitch looks at it and goes, that's finitium. Do you guys not know what this is?
No, we're not the science team.
Noted. Ihu is concerned. Like, this is kind of weird. These people went to a lot of effort to make sure that we wouldn't be interested in returning. What is it that they're really trying to hide? It might be more than simple trade, because he mentions the Mongers. Someone erased all records of Cordis 4 from the Pact Worlds. This isn't right. Rest assured we'll get to the bottom of this. We're not done with Cordis 4. Fitch is like, wow, I would have left earlier. That is some insane cult stuff.
Someone named Ongi made it.
Yeah, she's got Moxie. We'll have Salida track her down. If she can get us a lead, I can put a team together to pick her up. If she's still alive, she's got information we need. And that's the end of the scenario.
That's just
Went from 0 to 60 real quick.
Yeah.
I'm just like, part of me was just like, I don't know if it's the scenario or just, I really do have problems putting clues together in mystery stuff, so I'm just like, I don't know what it means, but something bad's happening.
Part of it's the scenario. Part of it is you not being able to put the clues together. Part of it is our characters, because they're really not social characters in any sense of the word, couldn't figure things out. And so we're missing key bits of information as players.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed our stream and that you will join us next time. Go ahead and check out our merchandise at our store underneath our merchandise links. Okay, everybody. Have a good night.